Welcome, agents, to Strain 25-ERP of the Zero Point Report, a broadcast all about the news surrounding the Secret World IP. Today is Thursday, July 23rd, 2020, and I am your host for this evening, Ocho. With me tonight, we have Jimmy the Rabbit.
Heyo.
And we have Ember coming to us live from a stall in a mall somewhere. Now Ember was having some mic issues, so we had to have them on resolve. Oh, and it says and on mute. Apparently, you're muted on the stream.
Wait, can you hear us at all?
Oh no! Oh no!
Check. Oh no! Hello.
Can you hear? Can you hear Ember? Can hear now. Okay, good. Well, welcome to the show. We're broadcasting live from Agartha in the second phase beta for the rebalance, and right now we're standing around all the different fates that are just handing out legendary gear. trying to figure out all my signets and whatnot right now for because when you sign into this beta, you can pretty much just pick whatever level you kind of want to run at. Is that right, Jimmy? I don't want to be saying the wrong thing here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just go max like really easily.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can test at whatever level you want. There's a couple of ways to do stuff like that. I think if you look at the glyphs, if you look at the glyphs and stuff, you can buy red or green, right?
Right.
And the reason you can buy green is so that you can test lower level stuff if you want to.
I'll say, and buy is a relative term here because it's pretty much handed to you.
Cost anything, yeah.
Right.
I think the only thing that you can't get green is the weapons for some reason. Not really sure why that is.
Although
I suppose you could fairly easily do a couple of missions for some green weapons if you really wanted to.
Maybe to try maybe because what's going on with the rebalance here is they're doing a rebalance that is kind of making tanking and making healing more viable than it was before as being a main decision for your characters to make. And in that sense, they're trying to, but they're still also trying to make them so that you can still solo with them just fine, but still need to bring in the tanking abilities and the healing abilities when you need to. And so to that effect, I guess maybe the green ones are there for if someone wants to test tanking at
E10 or something.
Right, like test it at the lower levels to make sure that it's not just tuned for the higher levels, and it might actually work the entire paces up.
Hello? Hey. Yeah,
it's my thought process on that anyway, as to why that would be where it is. But yeah, the first open beta was on the July 4th weekend, and the brief overview goes a little like this. Tanks are being rebalanced. Each tank weapon now has a unique identity, and proper defensive gear is now needed for your highest available elite level. Healers are being rebalanced. They are now needed for your highest available elite level. Each heal weapon has its own flavor and playstyle. Several outlier weapon items and weapon types have received attention to address balance issues and bring the overall balance closer together. For example, blood magic's issues with soloing content have been addressed. Loot tables have been adjusted and updated with new items, including new empowerment catalysts, a rare new type of distillate, and a full new set of talismans. Dungeon queues have merged down into 7 queues total: Elite 1 to 2, Elite 3 to 4, 5 to 7, 8 to 10, 11 to 13, 14 to 16, and Elite 17, which Nervel, last time we had him on the show, said that those reward levels for those are going to be the max. So if you jump into Elite 1, 2, you're going to be rewarded like it's Elite 2. Or if you jump into Elite 5, 7, you're going to be rewarded like it's Elite 7.
Yeah, so the way that goes is the difficulty is the low number and the loot is the high number.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think honestly like one of the really sweet spots is the 5-7.
Mm-hmm.
So you E5 difficulty, but E7 loot feels like a nice. I think a lot. So I've seen complaints on the forums. I think partially people not understanding all the stuff that's changing with the rebalance, but they're like complaining about having like some massive grind, and I'm like, no man.
Yeah, it's actually lowers the grind significantly.
Yeah, significantly. You were gonna leapfrog like crazy. You're gonna leapfrog like crazy, and
PJ says I need an E1 to E17 so I can do E1 but get E17 loot.
Yeah, you and every other
work on that. Let's get that going. I like it.
But so it's no, it's really good. But also there seems to be this misconception that like you'll need multiple sets of gear, when that's not really true unless you want to do multiple roles.
Right, but that's kind of like that's kind of like most games, yeah.
Always been,
yeah.
Prior to the weird no healer sustain tanks don't need tank glyphs meta that happened, and even then, if it wasn't for anima allocation, that wouldn't have even been possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think about it, anima allocation was an attempt to fix an issue that like tanks got kind of screwed in the solo content arena because they had no damage output. So it's like, okay, well, let's, instead of having tanks have to have 2 separate sets of gear, you can now allocate, right? But it didn't actually fix the glyph problem. They still needed separate glyphs. Whereas this update actually fixes both in a very clever way. So
by basically splitting down the anima allocation table itself.
Yeah, the threat is now generated from anima allocation, not from abilities. So you will no longer have that shenanigans where some random DPS grabs Rocket Pod from shotgun and starts aggroing everything, and people scream bloody murder at them, and they cry about being yelled at by toxic players and etc. Just devolves into this whole thing, like not even an issue anymore because that's not how aggro works. It's such a nice way to do things is to use that anima allocation that they have now, because they didn't have it in the beginning.
Right. In the beginning, that was added in as you said, sort of like a fix.
If you recall, before they killed those 2 extra Blagini and dumped them in their bodies in Agartha, you did have separate talismans for DPS, separate talismans for tank, and separate talismans for healer. So you indeed did have to have separate gear sets for separate roles. And so the crying on the forums about like, we're going to have separate gear, the grind is awful, it's a little bit weird to me because it's not actually true. And the main reason it's not true is like as a tank, if you just pick a lane, this is the difference. You have to pick a lane. Are you a tank or a DPS?
Right.
But if you go tank, you'll be able to do everything. So every solo content in the game, you'll be able to allocate to damage, and your signature ability specifically will do massive amounts of extra damage based on your tank glyphs.
It's almost like every character can just actually pick just tank or heal now. and just kind of do everything.
Now I will say this: this has been some subject of discussion. I don't think you can just throw 5 tanks in a dungeon and have like 1 allocated to tank and the rest of DPS. I don't think that's going to work real well. At least not at their level. Maybe they could go a couple levels lower, and that'd be fine. Because while yes, a tank can allocate to damage and do decent enough damage to accomplish solo content, including Dark Agartha.
Mhm.
Like, I tested that myself, very pleasantly surprised. Like, I was like, wow, this is actually not hard at all. This was working really, really well. But that said, that's not the same as like a DPS, like just doing the much more damage like per second, right? I think a DPS, you can both finish Dark Agartha with time to spare, but a good DPS should have more time to spare. The tank will have an easier time staying alive because you have defensive and evasive glyphs, so you're just not getting hit as much. In fact, I allocated like I think 90-10 or something, like to run Dark Agartha. But I don't think you'll be able to just have a bunch of tanks just run as DPS in a dungeon. But I think that's actually a good thing. You know how people complain?
Oh, so you should actually have, some variability. You should have, you should be able to pull from many different types.
Well, I think
that kind
this
of is the
actually
end goal.
good for the game because right now I'll get into groups, right, for like say an E9 dungeon or something, and I'll personally know that like 3 or 4 of the 5 people in the dungeon can tank, but one of us is tanking and the rest are just going DPS. But after the rebalance, I think you'll find those other people, if they pick the tank lane, are just going to queue as tank. I think you'll actually see an uptick in the number of that role available. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because unless you do grind a separate gear to DPS in, you're just gonna play tank. That's actually good for the game. Because now you have more tanks in the queue.
You have more tanks, you have more healers, you have more
Because they're just gonna pick a lane, they're gonna do that lane, hopefully well. And now those queues will be popping.
And not only that, but they've also reduced number of queues. So even the number of queues will be
Well, what's really cool about that is they've upped the number of it goes to E17 now. Remember, on live dungeons only go to E10.
Right.
It's going further, but has less queues, which is great. It's awesome.
So I'm right now setting up for a healing character. So what sort of glyphs should I be looking at now?
Crit and crit power.
Just all crit, just crit. Maybe crit. 1 hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not if you're just gonna if we're just gonna heal a dungeon, like no. But yeah, like 1 hit, you want what is it? Fierce and devastating.
Right. Okay. There we go.
I need to. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm trying to swap over to my tank glyph setup at the moment. Got my stalwarts in. I need to get my evade in. I think I'm good. My inventory on this is so ridiculous.
Yeah, could you get like 400?
I have 535 slots. And out of that,
that's not going to be part of the.
No. 324 of them are in use right now.
There's no playing Tetris here in the beta.
Nope, not doing that. I couldn't if I wanted to. Nerval likes to flood my inventory with random stuff when he's on. He'll just start like spawning tacos in my inventory. Or
deal with it.
Have this item. I wonder if I can link it. I have this little. Let's see. Where's Ember?
Right in front of
Here, Ember. I'm gonna invite you to group, and I think I can link this at you. This is an item in my inventory right now. Should be in your group chat somewhere.
It's hiding behind my video.
No, I'm just saying like he should be able to like read it out or something.
There you go. The Turbo Extreme Super Duper Amazing Taco of Great Justice.
It's like the random shit he puts in my inventory. Also, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You put 10 legendary purification drones in my inventory.
Like Jimmy would appreciate this.
I forget. No, there's a reason why. There was some conversation about stuff when I was talking about the drone or something. And I forget what happened. He was like something like, "Who would need that?" And I said like Mr. Tutenbacher. And so he just spammed a shit ton at me. So I put them in a bag of inventory labeled for Mr. Tutenbacher. Just like all 10 drones.
He's like, you want it? You can have it.
What is my offhand? I don't know what my offhand is. Uh-oh.
Did you lose it?
No, I didn't lose it. I don't remember what I was tanking with as an offhand.
Oh.
It has to be chaos. It has to be a chaos focus, right? Yeah, it's got to be. Because that's what I would be using on live.
What? No, I didn't mean to sell that back to the vendor. God dang it. I've done that way too many times tonight. I never do that like ever. But tonight I've been like, no, go ahead and take that. And it's like,
did you know you can buy the Shadowbound weapons, by the way, on the
ooh,
on the vendor?
I did not grab them, but maybe I should.
Like, I don't. Do you have them on live? Do you not have them on live?
No, I have them on live.
Okay.
I use them explicitly on live.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting to note that, like, if you've never gotten to mess around with the Shadowbound weapons, you actually can.
Actually, I probably. No, I'll just stick with the one I have. You can create the full, use both Shadowbound and then all the other summoning items.
Yes.
Then you could just make a pet class.
Also, you know what's funny is it lets you make different suffixes of the Shadowbound. If you recall, you only got Shadowbound in energy.
Right, yeah. You can create items that don't actually exist.
Yeah, you can create Shadowbound of like Havoc or something. That's kind of funny.
You're right. None of these have.
Yeah, you have to. So you have to go to the Catalyst vendor.
Okay.
And you have to buy. If you scroll down, there's a weapon affix kit.
There
you
it
have
is.
You have to buy them. So anyone looking to try this out, it's super fun, but it's going to take you a little while to
set yourself up.
Yeah, get yourself set up.
Which is like I said, it's currently what me and Ember are doing right now. We're setting ourselves up. We do suggest that if you're going to do this, make the space on your hard drive if you can, and just try downloading the client entirely. There is on the forums a process that tells you in their July 4th post. It tells you basically how to set it up and how to actually get into the beta itself, how to set up a character.
Yeah.
But I mean, same thing. It'll download the entire game.
Well, no. Well, okay. So you can do it that way. Like you can download a separate client or whatever, or you can just replace the local config file and patch over.
You can.
It's way quicker. Now, can things happen when you do that? Sure.
Yeah.
Mostly what could happen is you could lose some preferences. That's honestly the biggest thing that could happen is like you patch back to live and you log in and like shit's in the wrong position. Right? Like you're like, I had this set up differently, or your inventory is like scrambled out of order and you have to put it all back. Like that's really the extent of the damage though would be, and you can back up your preferences and all that jazz, but honestly, patching over is not a huge deal. Like for instance, I patch between the Steam client and Funcom client like back and forth all the time.
It's not that, like, I imagine it to be almost like a full re-download again, even when you do that. It's not like how much is actually changed in that process, do you think?
What do you mean?
Like when you just basically just tell it to switch back and forth, like it's like how long does it take usually?
Oh, it's like a couple. I don't know. It might be like a gig or something. It's not a lot.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not a ton. It's mostly the same stuff. Like you're gonna like essentially the test data has new stuff in it, right? There's like whole new sets of talismans and weapons and things like that. But the base data is like 99% the same. So it's not a huge deal. I wonder.
I'm just getting all my distillates now. Pump this up to a full level 70 legendary fist weapon. It feels good. It feels good to have that. Because I don't think I'll ever actually have that in the real game itself.
Oh,
right there with you.
Would Amber, do you want to share your amazing upgrade story?
Oh, okay. So to get the weapons up to level 70, so what I did is I got the first weapon and 35 copies of that. And it says did the usual enhancement or the upgrade by 5 at a time. And
The empowerment.
empowerment, yeah. So I think it took about 20 minutes.
You basically just folded them all into each other.
Yeah.
When
that's how you do it.
When you could instead just buy one catalyst from these vendors and it just does the same thing.
This is how the pros do it.
Yeah, pro strats.
I mean, it got to the same location. I mean, that's
it does the same thing.
That's right.
And if you do it that many times, that means you're 35 more times better than the one that does it one time.
Yeah, sure.
That's right. There's a marked DPS change. You just haven't realized it.
Yeah.
So other things that they are adding into the balancing act, or adding into the rebalance is Manhattan Exclusion Zone. Right, Elite 17 has been added, as well as Elite 17 has been added to all dungeon queues. Says, please note, development is still in progress on the Elite 17 raid, and its loot table has not been implemented yet. Penthouse Mini Dungeon has made a return and can be accessed via Elite 10 plus dungeon queues. Seek and preserve scenarios and scaling solo missions, such as Venetian Missile Crisis or Rogue Agent, now scale up to Elite 17. The dungeon scenario lair key system is undergoing a rework, and opening dungeon scenario and lair loot boxes will no longer cost a key. That was one of the big changes. That's interesting. It's getting a rework. They're not just going away. It's getting a rework. We still have yet to know what that actually will end up looking like.
Yeah.
And so we are now in the second phase. So the second phase, that was for the July 4th phase. But Nervel posted onto the forums. He said, we are planning a second open beta weekend starting noon EST, 4 p.m. GMT for Friday, July 17th, and ending Monday, July 20th. So that was just supposed to be for the for that weekend that they were having the second one. And then Nervel posted on the forums 3 days ago. He said, hello, everyone. We are extending the Rebalance Phase 2 open beta until August 3rd. This was a last-minute decision, and we do apologize for this not being the initial plan. Some of the team, myself included, will be on vacation for these 2 weeks. We're all human, and we need our time off, too. We'll be focused on finishing up the rebalance when we get back. Thank you to everyone who came and tested over the weekend, and we appreciate all the bug reports and feedback. So, it says even if he hasn't commented on every thread. So yeah, they just basically said, you know what? The rebalance is open until August 3rd. and come and come and try it out. It's going to be open for a long time, as well as this is just phase 2. Who knows if we're going to have a phase 3, phase 4? It could go on.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
I know you said that before show, but
yeah, like for sure. The balance is pretty much, I think, on track. There's, I think, just more bugs than were anticipated, but even the bugs aren't really, for the most part, aren't even balanced bugs. It's just like weird shit.
As bugs will tend to do.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, Ember. I can get you to show one on the stream. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, blade one that you were talking about.
Yeah. So, so see if you can slot Soothing Spring onto your bar. Like say like the mouse right click. I think that's where I had it. So put Soothing Spring, just the active ability on your bar on like the right click.
Okay.
Okay. Then cast the ability.
That's left click, never mind.
Okay. Now open the ability window up again and drag like Hurricane on top of the Soothing Spring, and it should say like you can't replace. If you like let go and drag it. No, drag Hurricane onto it. Not Soothing Spring. Drag Hurricane. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, like that. And it should say like you can't change ability, right?
It did.
Oh, you took too long. You have to do it while the timer's counting.
Oh, okay.
Put Soothing Spring back. Cast the ability. Now drag Hurricane on there, and it'll say like you can't do that.
No.
Yeah. Close the window. Just close the window.
I did close the window.
And then just now when it comes off cooldown, try and cast Soothing Spring. Can you cast it again? Or is it on cooldown?
No, it's...
Yeah, just keep spamming it. Just spam it like a crazy person. Faster. There you go. I found it out by accident. I completely found it out by accident. In fact, I didn't know how I did it, and I had to go back and watch my stream to see what I was doing to try and recreate the process. But yeah, so apparently, if you cast Soothing Spring, and while it's in that state, you try and drag an ability there, and it does something weird, because then when you try and cast it, it doesn't actually cast it. It just does the animation.
Okay.
But the effect that Ember's seeing, like, I don't see. I see him hold up the sword like once, and then it just goes like it doesn't do anything. Yeah, like, I don't see what you're doing right now at all.
Okay.
The visual's only like client side or something. But it's freaking hilarious because on your side it's like spamming the shit out of it. But the bad part is you can't actually use it. Right? Like the effect doesn't trigger.
No,
the animation triggers, but the ability
it's just the visual triggers.
Yeah, the animation triggers, but like the actual effect doesn't happen. So basically, your Soothing Spring is now broken. If you were in a fight, you would not be able to heal. It's broken, right? Like that's a problem. It's rather difficult to do on purpose before a fight, but I did it. I went into Darkness War and for boss 6, and stood next to the Varangian with his sword, with my sword. Just spamming my sword with, because he has the gold glowy sword, so I just spam the green glowy sword next to him. It's a pretty good photo op. That, by the way, that's broken like that on live. That's not a beta bug.
Is that on live too?
Yeah, I tested it the next night on live just to see what would happen. I was like, oh no, it's actually broken here too. Okay, just to be clear, I was literally just jumping around Agartha like a bouncing idiot, like clicking stuff, and stumbled across that completely by accident. So yeah, just one of those things. I actually haven't done any like much more research. Like I don't know if it does it with any other abilities. If anything else reacts funky when you do that.
But it seems to only happen when you like switch out that ability.
Yeah, I don't know if it's tied to just that ability or if like you can do if you can break other ones that way. I'm not really sure. Also, the reason I tested with Hurricane, by the way, is Hurricane is bugged on the beta. If you spam Hurricane, Ember, if you slot the Immortal Spirit passive, if you don't already have it.
Let's see. I don't have any passives.
Okay. The very first one on the far left, Immortal Spirit. No, far left. There you go. That one. If you slot Immortal Spirit and then spam Hurricane, you will notice that it nonstop spams Immortal Spirit. Like, you're not in combat, you're not generating chi, you're not doing anything that should be triggering that. But it legitimately, the Immortal Spirit, like a little green buff by your health bar, just keeps coming up. That shouldn't be happening. So that's what I was messing with when I accidentally discovered the Soothing Spring bug.
Like, no one's here, we might as well. I just realized I can't actually delete these talismans from my inventory, so I'm trying to figure out methods of how to...
You just sell them back to the vendor.
No, he won't take them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuse them into something like Ember.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Or it doesn't also really matter, because you have a ton of space.
It's true. It's true.
Like, someone, I was streaming from the beta, and someone took a picture of my inventory. I think they put it on the regular Legend Discord or something. Because they're like, "Oh my god, my eyes!" Which I don't know. I think mine's actually pretty good. It's got a ton of stuff, but it's all sorted into bags. They're all labeled. Like everything's in nice rows. There's just a ton of stuff for testing,
including tacos.
Yeah, I got like 200 flaming hot tacos.
So now that I've got all the gear set up, what would you suggest would be a good like build for a blood fist healer?
You mean fist blood?
Fist blood, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I had to inspect you first just to be sure. So probably like, well, you want invigorating and wrath on your bar no matter what.
Right.
That's that thing. You probably want regeneration on your bar, the elite. So that's 2. You're gonna want feral regrowth and probably nurture. That's your basic. Probably renewal. Then maybe I don't know. Wild surge.
All right, so let's see. So as a basic renewal, right?
Well, actually, no, yeah. So literally just do the bottom line.
Okay.
The bottom line, right? And that should leave you 1 left, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Right?
Let's see.
If you slot all those abilities.
Yep. 1 more. Savage Sweep?
No, because you want a blood one. Right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
So go to blood and grab in the dead middle, expunge blight. Mainly because it lets you summon a flesh monstrosity. This is a new ability, by the way.
Expunge Blight. Draw tainted blood out of your defensive target's heart, creating a flesh monstrosity. So more summons. The flesh monstrosity has a whole bunch of health and will absorb 50% of all damage dealt to your defensive target and 20% of all damage dealt to your defensive target's team for 8 seconds or until it dies. This ability does not trigger and is not affected by global recharge time. Ooh.
And if you grab the passive for it, the antibody passive skill, it increases the health of it, it increases the damage absorption, and it acts as a cleanse. It will cleanse one detrimental effect from all targets every 2 seconds. That is a group-wide.
So we should expect to see this guy in like every group going forward, basically.
He's freaking cool. Because it's a little, it's a mini version of the flesh thing in Savage Coast in the school that you burn.
Yeah.
It's super neat. Like, why would you not want that as a blood healer? I just thought you might like to slot that. I think, and then passive wise, I think pretty much just want like probably the third line of passives for the most part.
Same for the most part, yeah.
At least for now. I'm there might be better ways to do stuff like that, but
who knows?
Who knows? So Ember is gonna have to be our DPS.
Can you handle it?
I can do it. I can span.
Now, have you slotted passives? Because last I saw you didn't have any.
Oh, I should do that.
Yeah, it may be. And now, are you elemental main or are you sword main?
Elemental main.
Okay. So probably like what? Well, I mean the crystallized flame and its passive is still really good. I think no matter what. That's honestly your choice of elites. You can kind of run whatever elite you want. I would probably run Mjolnir as your main attack. Like the Thor's hammer dealy. Do like fireball as your basic. And you're gonna want, I would imagine you're probably gonna want flash freeze as your cooldown ability. Also, they changed, by the way, if you read a flash freeze, when you overheat, this ability's cooldown is reset.
Okay.
So that's something that's not on live. That is a
that kind of changes. That kind of changes up the mechanics a bit there.
Yeah. So like, normally if you overheated, you have to have a cold ability, and if it's off cooldown, you could literally be screwed as an Ellie main, right? Like you get max heat, you overheat, you already cooled down prior, everything's on cooldown, you gotta sit there now, because even your basic heats you up. I don't know why there's not a cold basic. Like I legitimately do not know why there's not a cold basic ability. I feel like there should be. Flash freeze is a traumatic term for us Canadians. Okay, let's see how many times we can say flash freeze in this particular podcast.
Flash freeze.
Flash freeze. So, anyways, it's really interesting that the cold ones do that. For example, also flicker. This is flicker as well. When you overheat, this ability's cooldown is reset. Now, to me, that means you could do some pretty crazy, weird, like Tracer from Overwatch shit. Right? Like get your heat like really high, like flicker in, spam Mjolnir real quick so your heat goes up again to overheat, so flickers back, flicker out, right? Flicker in, spam. I feel like I don't know how good it's gonna be like necessarily in dungeons or something, but I feel like it could be really annoying in like Shambhala. Like you're just like constantly keep yourself overheating so that you can constantly flicker. I don't know. I think that could be interesting.
Going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, just constantly being untargetable because you're never there. So yeah, Ember, like Mjolnir, probably Mjolnir, Flash Freeze, Fireball.
Oh yeah, Fireball and Mirror.
That's your basic. And an elite. What are you doing for your sword offhand? Just
Dancing Blade.
oh wait, you're pulling your elite from your offhand? Okay.
Why
Hey,
not?
buddy. A flesh
Hey, there's your
monstrosity.
flesh monstrosity. I saw it for a second.
I have 0 attacks with this build.
Yeah, I mean that's intentional.
Kind of the point, but yeah, if anything runs at me, I'm just gonna be like, no, get away.
What? Actually, Ember, can you take Impale Spirit as like a sword as your sword ability? I mean, I guess you can still take the elite if you want. That's fine. But can you take Impale Spirit?
Doesn't last long. Oh, because there's nothing around.
Yeah. It's Impale Spirit. It's like right next to Typhoon.
Oh, I see it. But what do you want?
It exposes. It applies exposed, or at least the secondary activation does. If you like read down that giant paragraph towards the bottom, it says applies exposed.
Nice wall of text.
It's either that or if you'd rather dash, you grab Rushing River. But you're the only DPS, so you have to you need to apply exposed.
I would do this Impale Spirit.
I don't think Ellie does it.
So another thing we wanted to point out is we're just talking about the beta, of course, but going on live, they just sort of announced this today that they're going to be rotating caches tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And so the future tech cache will once again start dropping.
Yes.
And I think that's going to be the future cache, but also the future cache and the
Arsenal.
Still, the Arsenal will be dropping as well.
Well,
Finally, new cache. Well, not new.
It's not new, but it hasn't been recycled in a long. Like I think it was there when everything dropped for the last anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember we had like a cycle where all the caches dropped all at the same time. But the future tech actually I don't think has ever been recycled until now.
No, and the future tech's a good one too. There's a lot of really cool looking stuff in there.
Yeah, even aside from like whether it's meta or not, the skins for the future tech cache are really nice.
Really nice.
So if you've saved any epic keys, for example, from your daily login reward, like future tech cache would be a good one to pop it on. Just saying. But I thought it was interesting to note the anniversary is over, right? They turned off stuff. But did anyone else notice that Agartha is not back to normal yet?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that the all the decorations are still up.
The decorations are still up. The little trees where the bee pinatas hang from are there. But there's no bee pinata. And I'm pretty sure, unless I'm just going senile, those trees aren't those little branches that hold the pinatas aren't there when the anniversary is.
No, I think those are only to hold the pinata.
Yeah, so like there's even the pinatas by the hourly portal, like the ones you can't break, they're just decoration pinatas. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like, they're still hanging around.
Everything's still there, but nothing's doable. You can't do anything with anything. Darkheart said the baseball bats are there. Oh, and he got his claws from the Arsenal cache. Nice. So yeah, there's not. I'm curious if when they rotate the cache, if someone will remember to like turn off anniversary mode in Agartha or not. Because I thought it would have happened with the restart today. Or yesterday? Was it yesterday or today?
I know they announced a restart, but was that today?
I think it was yesterday.
It was either, I don't know, man. Now you're asking me to like tell time and stuff. No, it was today.
It was today. I know they announced
Today.
it. I don't know if it actually went through or not.
Yeah. Servers are back online, 9:25 a.m. So yeah, I would have thought the restart would have kind of cleared Agartha back to normal, and it did not.
No. They'll fix it when they come back from vacation.
Well, I'm curious. So my next, my point of that was I'm wondering if when the cache rotates, if they'll hit that button. You know what I mean? Because someone's got to touch something to make the cache change. Curious if that'll also include resetting Agartha.
So I haven't been onto the main one yet. Can you take all the everything you got from the like all the daily logins and stuff? If you didn't use them for a big boss, can you turn them in for anima shards?
You mean the beehives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, that's an automatic thing now.
But I thought, because that's what usually happens when they turn them off. That right, they don't need to actually have a big update to do that anymore.
I like how Claney just now noticed. I've been drinking the whole stream.
Is he drinking margaritas? I mean, yes.
Maybe. It's Friday Eve, okay?
So, gentlemen, what should we do?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm all geared up. How about let's try let's show off the penthouse dungeon.
Okay, so that's not gonna work.
Okay.
Like we can do it. Actually, look. We can go in there. We're not gonna beat it with 1 DPS.
Okay, well that's fair. That's fair. Well, what if we do E10? Like, because we're kind of really overgeared for E.
I think it starts at E11. You can't even play it below E11. If you come to this platform, you'll see some leets over here, and there's like leets that take you to different levels of the penthouse.
Right, and this one's E11.
Yeah, I believe E11 is the lowest one you can go to.
Well, here, let's group up.
Oh, you're the only one not in the group.
Oh, apparently.
So the reason that like we could go do a dungeon like an E7 dungeon or something probably and be fine, right? The problem with this one, it is not even so much the difficulty level, but the mechanics. You know how the rabbits work? You have to damage them evenly.
Oh yeah. So if we only have one person damaging.
This rabbit's at three stacks. Let me go to the other rabbit. And then one of them's going to cast Rabbit's Blood, which has to be impaired or the Enrage. And who's going to do that exactly? Because someone has to be on that rabbit at all times. And even if you get past that, when Uda's gift shows up and the bomb floats towards the middle, the only person that can do anything to it is going to be Ember.
All right, so Ember, this is all on you.
No problem. I got this.
I'll keep you healed.
Look at it and like say hi to the rabbits. But I think thinking that we're going to get anywhere is
That's fair. That's fair. Well, you know.
And I mean that more mechanically speaking than anything else, right?
Right.
Like even if we do it at a lower level and
this is my first time healing in this game actually, so
actually this would be the first time I've tanked a dungeon in the new meta too.
Okay, all right. Kylani's poor Ovho.
Yeah, I don't.
Ovo.
Ovjo.
Ovjo, yeah.
Ovjo.
Or is it the J silent? Is this Ovo?
Ovo. Yeah,
Ovo.
that's the way I read it as.
Yeah. Silent J's.
You sure you're not drinking margaritas? Kylani.
It's all that maple syrup. All right. Oh, by the way, have you guys seen these? Ooh.
Really? I have not seen those.
See,
We can tag things now?
Oh,
Do you remember this from TSW?
Yeah.
Faction markers, they're coming back in the patch when it goes live. In case anyone doesn't know what those are, or well, we'll get closer to them. Ember can see it. I'll go engage the first rabbit here. Hello, first rabbit.
hold on. Huh.
You should be able to see the markers now.
Yeah.
Wait, I actually need to. Nope, I did not heal you at all.
So you died. Oh wait, no, Ember died. Sorry, you didn't
Yeah.
die.
We need a healer.
Are you targeting me?
One to buy healer. I thought I was. No, I was healing. Oh, I was targeting myself.
Classic.
How the hell do I target you? Wait a minute. There we
Time
go.
bomb. Time bomb.
Oh, now I need to target myself though.
You shouldn't need to ever target yourself. So we're gonna die to this bomb right now. Are you ready? Detonation cast is going off right now. In 3, 2, 1, boom.
Oh, I come in.
I forgot it's the F buttons that are the targets.
Well, you can also just alt and click on my name. Like, or you can scroll. Use your mouse wheel.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. So I've only healed like New York Raid like twice or 3 times. I don't do healing like ever. But anyways, I thought people like to know that the faction markers are coming back. You'll be able to get your faction one for, I think it's with a certain faction rank and achievement points or something. And then you can buy the other ones. Remember how TSW there was like you could buy the other markers, but they were like slightly different?
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy those as well. And there's someone on the Discord said it was like expensive, and I was like, "You're crazy! 5K marks for a marker. I think that's
nothing.
perfectly fine for like a permanent item that lets you tag stuff. It's actually really helpful in this fight because you can tag the bunny that's like your responsibility, and be like, "Yo, the dragon bunny is yours. Always go for that bunny." You know?
Oh wait, this might have also helped. I was also on 90% damage, 10% survival.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, what was my allocation?
So you're.
I was like, why aren't my heals any effective? Oh, that would be why. My
So
allocation
you
was
need to
way
allocate
off.
if you allocate to 100% heal, your energy will go to 30,
It does go to 30.
and you should be 100% DPS number for a dungeon at least.
Damage.
100% damage, yo. And I mean, your alley stuff you can do from range. So you should probably like maybe get off like your impale and then don't melee them, right? Because there's too much AOE stuff going on.
Quiet,
The
you're
blood
okay.
one, the blood one puts stuff on the floor. The sword guy dashes around. The machine gun guy does the machine gun sweep. You know? That's why I engage that one first, is so you don't have to deal with the sweep initially. But once it switches targets, then that guy will go to a corner and just start doing a sweep of the whole room with his machine gun. All right. We're going to try this again.
Try again.
Oh, I have the achievement symbol. Weird. Dodge. Dodge, Mikey. Dodge. Someone needs to dodge. I don't know who it is.
That was me.
Bomb! Bomb! Get the bomb! Get the bomb, Ember! Bomb's right here. You didn't get the bomb. It's still there. It's gonna explode and kill us. It has a health bar. Oh, we're so dead. We are very, very dead.
No, not if I can help it.
Now we're dead.
No, we're dead.
You can see it has a detonation cast. You have to kill that thing before it hits the center of the room and explodes. If you don't kill it, we all die.
Yeah, because of all the AoE stuff that's everywhere.
Well, it looked like you went to hit it once and then ran away. I was like, it's not how it works. It has a massive health pool. So yeah. Anyways, the penthouse dungeon is back in the game, guys.
It's back.
Also, I realized that it has an achievement that's proccing. So now I want to see, is that achievement listed anywhere? I'm not seeing it.
On the bar, on your yeah.
No, I mean like in the I don't see it in the achievement window, like of like name. I was looking for like if there's a reward or something. Hold on. Let's engage.
Yep, there's one. It is. It's
Dance of Death. Oh, it's the same from
without taking any damage from sweep, lunge, or let there be blood.
Yeah, it's the same from story mode. Nah, yeah, Khalid, that was my thought as well, is that it might be like the bunny head one, but it's not. It's the one that gives you the sword skin. I could probably use a cleanse at some point when you have it. Uh-oh. Why did one of them enrage for a second?
Probably because one was taking too much damage than another. Oh, wait. Ember died.
Else is new.
What? Where'd you die from?
I don't know. It seemed relatively quick.
If you tried the camera in the well, Ember, I think you'll find that it's horribly broken. If you want to try it. Like if you look down, you should be able to access the well camera.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that is busted.
That's been reported, by the way.
So I'm stuck in the roof.
Yep. It's like I said, it's been reported.
I mean, we're staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Now that I actually spec properly, we're not doing so bad.
Yeah, but as soon as that bomb shows up, we're toast.
You got it.
You know what I mean? Like, because I can't damage. I'm not damaging this guy at all anyway.
Wait a minute. Maybe. Do you think the? No, probably not. I would say, will the flesh monstrosity be able to take that?
No. No. Although I want to see you try, just because. Because that'd be funny. But he hasn't cast it yet. I feel like this is spoilers if they haven't done this dungeon yet. I mean, It's brand okay. To be fair, it is brand new to Legends, but it is a dungeon that existed in TSW. Time bomb. All right, so wait.
Get it.
If you want to try that weird thing,
It
you have
got
to
8
wait
seconds.
until it detonates, or like right before it detonates. Dodge.
Yeah.
All right, so try it now. I think. Yeah, now.
You got it.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. They just got too angry.
No. It's not that they got
Oh,
angry.
I mean,
It's a time bomb.
the bomb.
It's like a floating Orochi drone that goes to the center and just explodes. So, anyways, this is why I was saying I didn't think this would be a super great idea. So we can probably just
Yeah, it was nice showing it anyway.
yeah. I'm just gonna teleport out to. Or wait, can we do? Yeah, because we took the lead. Just gotta teleport out to Magartha. I am curious if I want to check real quick if the Valentine's mission is up. So
Because
for
right
anyone that
now,
tried the beta, there's all kinds of seasonal stuff that's live on the beta to test.
so Jack is currently the hourly boss.
Yep. The Christmas winter champions are in the zones. You know the different you know, like there's the Revenant in Kingsmith that has the reflect shield. All those guys. The Cat God mission's up. The broadcast missions are up.
Ooh.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff is on. So if you want to check out just seasonal content out of season, it's probably worth the patch just for that. Just to experience Christmas and Halloween stuff at the same time in the middle of summer. All right, I'm gonna go. I guess the Tabula Rasa, because I'm not sure how else I would tell. Well, I see the Rosenbrawl mission.
I would say you would have to see basically the Rosenbrawl machine in there probably.
Well, I mean, the Mr. Rosenbaum has the mission.
Oh,
Like,
that too.
I can just pick it from him to go into Rosenbrawl in the first place. So that's good. That means that essentially have an invite already. So I can grab the key. Question is the Valentine's machine in there?
I don't know. I tried meeting up on you and it's hanging on me right now.
No, it won't let you. You have to go to the Mr. Rosenbaum yourself. It's here! It's here! We can do it. And by the way, that's group content we can do together technically, because you can multi do what's her face's mission. All right, you guys got to get in here. We can do the Valentine's mission. That's awesome. I'm very stoked.
All right. Well, as I said, I tried meeting up, but right now I've got a perpetual loading screen and it's not going away.
I thought you meant like you tried to meet up on me and it like didn't let you at all.
No, it's not. It's a perpetual loading screen.
Because I changed zones.
Quite possibly. Dang you. Try this again. Oh, where the heck did I put the game?
I don't know.
On your computer?
On my computer, that is the correct answer.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I may have put it on someone else's machine. I don't know.
Have you checked your neighbors?
let me go on over.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Do you have the patch?
I think I might have installed something on your machine. Like, wait.
Not quite
what?
sure how.
All right, Ember, you gotta.
Well, I think
get
they
your
pretty much steal my internet anyway.
gloves. No, you have to get your gloves first.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Remember, here comes the tricky part. Okay, you have to make sure that you don't interact with the cabinet. Don't interact with the cabinet. Pick up the green mission first. You gotta like angle your crosshair the right way so you just get the mission.
Yeah, you soulmate.
No, not you soulmate. You want
Oh.
you mission as your thing.
Arcade machine.
Yes, view mission soulmate arcade machine is what it should say.
Yeah.
Okay, do that. Give you yeah, there you go. Take the mission. Now click the soulmate. If you do it the other way, you have to basically do the soulmate twice. Right? Because the soulmate itself is like a mini mission. So a lot of people got tripped up and back in Valentine's because they would go to
Yeah,
they
I
would think they
remember.
had the mission and they just had the cabinet part. Then you got to do the whole match thing twice, which is really annoying. Lucky, are you?
I finally got back in. I'm in
okay,
London.
sorry. It needs to decide that Ember is my soulmate.
Because there aren't too many other soulmates around, are there?
It's only one. It's only one, and it hasn't matched us yet. How rude!
I can't even punch you.
Oh, because we're in the group. Duh.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Whoops.
There we go.
Ooh, I've unlocked anima allocation. Woohoo!
Whoa. No. Oh. My controller wigged out for a second there, and I did a little 360 circle for no reason.
Blame the controller.
I am going to. I mean, you might have killed me anyways, because I dashed into your defense like a rube.
Ocha's
my
on some
map.
Australia internet. I am. You know. Oh, he didn't have the mission for me.
What do you mean?
I got the Rosen Brawl.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Rosenbrawl.
Oh yeah.
You pick that up, that lets you get in there in the first place. And you get in here, and you can go over to the cabinet and get the mission.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Now I got the investigate the soulmate part.
Yep, I do too.
Nice.
I'm coming.
Oh, now I got the weird problem where it doesn't want to.
Oh
There we go.
yeah.
Didn't want
Right,
to.
it's hard to click.
Yeah. You have to examine the circuitry in the back.
Nope. Just crashed again.
You crashed?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So
got it.
close.
Alright, so now we need to go back
No,
out.
it's on my internet's in Australia. I'm not even
But-
sure where my game is at right now.
It's kinda, yeah, but you're not in Australia, so that doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Are you using a VPN that goes through there
Ah,
and bounces off a couple satellites?
Gotta get in there.
Well, now we both left. It's gonna be just you.
I was checking out Dark Hearts Rising SWL stream last night. Dark Hearts, did you guys finish? Did you finally do the lava game achievement? Did you finally get that?
Wait, I don't see the sender. Isn't she out here?
Yeah, she's usually like by the entrance to the park.
Ah, that sucks. Is the mission broken then? She is not out here.
No, she's not.
Well, I mean, yeah. You only see her if you have the mission anyways. But crap.
Are you the sender?
The sender was us all along.
Well, that's a bummer.
The true story.
Because it has this, like, I'm really surprised the arcade machine is there, but somehow the London part isn't. Yeah, that's not gonna work if it doesn't trigger the London part.
I wonder if that's just a bug or if that's,
Unless she's
or is it
there
not showing up for you too?
alone.
No, like, it's not showing up for me, and it's not showing up for Ember either.
It's probably not showing up for anybody then at that point.
Yeah.
Well, that was an idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's cool that the machine is there,
Yeah.
and then you do that. Like, you can do like the boxing part of the quest or whatever. But it's super weird that like you get that part of the mission and then it's like to have that much of it implemented and then just not have the other part is like such a bummer.
Okay. Can I stay in?
That's
Yes. Okay.
what he said.
Staying up because I used it again and I crashed again.
No, you have your gloves, right? Did you grab
Yes.
the actual mission first?
Yes. Now I have it.
Yeah, I can help you get to the next phase if you want. Oh, I have to get the gloves first. Oops.
Waiting for the soulmate to suggest a romantic match. Wait, I've got the gloves. But they're not actually triggering the... I need the gloves again.
You don't have the abilities?
I've got the gloves, but the abilities are not showing up.
That's weird.
There it goes. Probably because I crashed while wearing the gloves.
Oh, gotcha. Poor Ember. He's just staring at where the...
Where
He's
it
like,
should
she
be.
will show up. You are now my potential match.
My what? Oh,
You are
I'm
my
your match
potential
now.
match.
Okay. That was fast.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Remember, someone let you kill them. You always thank them.
This was real love. That seems rather dark.
It does, actually.
It's potentially just a little bit dark.
Have you ever seen a burning beehive? Yes, if you haven't played, if you weren't here for the Valentine's Day event, it was awesome. Find the sender before they leave.
Wait, were we missing something?
Yes, she was in one of
we
the
forgot
rooms
to do
first.
the room. Oh,
Right.
that's so dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you actually have to read the message. I just closed it the first time.
You're
Like,
like, yeah,
"Get outta here."
who needs to read this investigation? I want to say it was
Which one is it?
Septimus.
It's the number of flames. So, purple, flames lapping, flames fueled, flames underground, flames in the fire pit, and then through. So no, wait, 8? I think 8.
Octavus.
Yeah, I think it's Octopus. Derpenstein Jimmy. It's not just me. we all were like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Not 8.
Is it not Octopus? Wait, did I read the number? Did I count the number wrong?
Let's see if my memory was behaving. Was it
So it's
Septimus?
3 factions. 4, 5, 6.
It
7.
was also not Septimus. Oh wait, was it the same room that has the stuff on the desk?
Oh, yeah. Helen box.
Septimus?
Yeah, it's not Septimus. There's no one here.
Is this one of those ones where it's the no one's there, it's a phone.
Oh,
It's
no
a-
phone was there either.
It's a phone in the back though. Yes, it is. It's Septimus.
It's Septimus. I just didn't see it then.
Okay, now we can search for the person outside. It's back here. By the way, I searched this
Okay.
room when this investigation mission was first out. Like, I don't know how many times I came into this room and was like, this is a Witcher one, it's not here. And like never went back far enough to find the damn phone. But I think it's because
We're just all full of good information today.
is Septimus 7?
7, yes. Or 9?
Oh, there she is.
No, 7. No, 7. You're right. Or was thinking of September. September's the 9th
Yeah, it's
month.
7, but oh, I know why. Because it said those flames are in the fire pit, and I counted flames in the fire pit as 1. That was wrong. So, purple flames, flames lapping, flames fueled, flames underground. That's 4 plus the 3 faction. That's 7. The text read those flames are in the fire pit, and I was somehow was in my head going fire pit flames plus 1. That's what I get for trying to remember an investigation at 11 o'clock at night. I'm glad to see Ember's well on his way though, chasing the bee lady.
Don't get hit. Want to get that achievement.
Already got hit.
It's like, yeah.
Already lost.
this open the instance again? And if so, can we farm it? Yes, but it's not going to do you any good because it's on the beta. So
Why? Yeah. Why would you be farming? You need to be farming the distillates, but you can just get the distillates anyway.
you just buy 2 million XP distillates. So yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I think we have to do it once solo, and then we could group it. You know? I think the first time you have to do it solo. No, we're not. No, this the Valentine's mission isn't on live. This is the Valentine's mission. That was part of my point. Is like if you missed some seasonal content,
Oh, I got hit.
it's a really awesome time to try out this beta. For one, it's open till August 3rd, and for two, you can try out all kinds of seasonal content that you normally would have to wait, you know, until the appropriate season to try. Clayton's calling me names.
Bruh.
Oh, I'm at the tunnels or the.
I
not
never
tunnels.
did get the achievement for not getting hit during this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know you could just basically you could have just stopped it and restarted and stopped it and restarted and stopped it and restarted, but it was rough. And I crashed again. Dang
Nice.
it. I am on the latest NVIDIA drivers.
Oh, that's probably why.
The very latest. We all
Yep.
know that NVIDIA does not like SWL.
Vollmer had a really interesting theory on that. You know, the last stable drivers were also the last ones that did 3D vision, and Secret World actually supports 3D vision.
Mm. Yeah, but you could still get the 3D vision drivers.
Oh, oops.
At least I think so. Anyway.
No, the later anything past like 42531 doesn't actually support 3D vision anymore. So it's very possible that like it's some old 3D vision hook, you know, that somehow like different versions of the driver like are clashing with. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Okay, because someone was telling me about they were having kind of the same issue. They were having another game, and they were saying that it was constantly dropping, and they thought it was the NVIDIA drivers that were doing it. Wonder if it's the same problem, actually.
Like, yes, I got the achievement.
You got
First try. Chase down the masked woman without being hit by any of her spells. Title inescapable. Woo-woo. Alright, so I'm in tank build, so I'm gonna go DPS in
Right.
tank gear.
We're not all in the same group, though.
You can't anyways until you do it the first time.
Oh, no.
You have to do it once by yourself.
I know, but I don't have any attacks.
Oh, healing.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first one is a solo instance. You could just throw, like, you get to pick the difficulty.
That's
so you
true.
could just throw on
True.
like a couple attacks and go into story mode or something. Just because once you complete it solo, you've now unlocked the ability to do the group.
Yeah, let me just try.
I just realized actually not only do I have to allocate 2 tank, I should probably put tank, like, or not tank, I should probably put damage abilities on, you know, because reasons, right?
Instead of tank abilities, yeah. Same reason.
You know, whatever.
You know, it's all good.
No reason you possibly would need to actually hit things with attack abilities. That doesn't make sense.
Bones of deep.
Teleport gadget. We're at 90, 10. Remember, you still. Why do you run through it while it's on? What are you. What are you doing? You just wait for them to go away.
I know, but every time I get there, I always fail. So
But it's because you kept running. You have to stop and
No,
wait.
I know. That was the first time I ran through the fire.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, you just stop there, and they'll disappear, and then you can run through.
Ember's a masochist. He just likes, he sees fire. I mean, we call him Ember. He sees fire, he just goes through it. Oh no, now it's not responding. This has just been a mess for me tonight. So it goes. But thankfully, it has not been a mess for Ember.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
Hang on while Windows reports a problem to Microsoft. Why do they need to know? They don't need to know.
They must know.
Why do they
How
care?
are they gonna fix it if they don't report the problem? Come on.
Yeah.
Someone in Redmond is now like, somebody's SWL game crashed. Went on some report somewhere.
There he goes. It's Nvidia's problem.
That's right. What was it? NVIDIA driver. Oh, okay. Not our issue. That's funny. I've been watching. Ember, are you going for the achievement, or are you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's tough. It's really tough to get.
I usually get hit by one of these tornadoes down here.
So the trick with the tornadoes is you wait until one's behind you.
Yeah, but now I got 10 seconds or I fail. Oh,
Now this is where you start climbing the stairs.
yeah.
Wait, do you not climb the? That's your problem. You have to go up the stairs.
You have to go up the stairs first.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense now. I know why you're feeling.
Yeah. Go back and go up the stairs.
I'm up the stairs.
Yeah, you go see her. That's why your timer's running out. You might have to do it again, possibly. Yeah. Is she not up there?
I just failed.
Yeah. So next time, run up the stairs, and then what'll happen is she'll be there, and that extends the timer, right? Because you've seen her again. So what's happening is you're essentially like running the wrong way. And because you're running the wrong way, like your timer runs out. Your timer extends every time you run into her again.
away from it.
Is that the first tornadoes?
Yeah.
Poor Ember.
Oh, Ember.
I like it. I say poor Ember, and then Mikey cackles like a mad person.
Evil laugh.
My controller not responding is really starting to piss me off.
I went ahead and picked up the reward chest. Like, that actually means anything.
It's good to see what loot's there, I guess. Right?
Sure.
Interesting how many items I just can't straight up delete. Like I got a crude fierce glyph. Can't delete it.
Well, no, you sell those. You can sell those to vendors, though.
You can.
You can do whatever.
Ah, damn it.
Did I literally say that and then you failed?
No, I didn't feel it. I got hit.
Oh,
The achievement.
yeah, that's what I meant. Alright, I defeated her on E17 and tank gear. So just so you know, that works.
That's a good test too.
Yep. What kind of loot did I get? Oh, this loot hasn't been upscaled. This is not the new E17 loot. They haven't touched this. Should probably make a note of that.
Well, they probably weren't expecting to touch it until next Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if all the loot's finalized, but a lot of, like, the dungeon loot, for instance, like, you can tell. Like, if you do, like, E17, you'll get, like, 7.5k, 8k, like, mythic distillates.
Okay.
Like, as, like, a standard. Or you get multiple of them from a chest, you know? And you get, like, blue gear drops and stuff. Okay, I wiped the phone. Achievement unlocked. Ooh, now I have cakes. I have cakes, you guys. I have cakes.
Indeed. The group cakes. We can give ourselves a nice little buff too on top of everything.
Did you make it, Ember?
Almost.
Doing good. You're doing good. Hard part's near the end though.
No,
FYI.
actually, it's really easy.
It is?
Yeah, it's really easy. Okay, so here, stop. Look to your right. Like, look to your right. There's like a corner. Actually, wait, hold on. I think am I in the same instance as you? I can show you.
Be in the same
Yeah.
instance, yeah.
So, like, you want to, like, once the circle goes away, you want to run into this corner right here. And just, like, kind of hang out here. And then once the circle goes away, you can jump in, you can run into the corner behind Mama Vino. And then you gotta wait for this circle to go away and the green circles here to go away. And then you can just run through this door real quick.
And the tornadoes.
Yeah, and the tornadoes, obviously. Did you get it?
Yep, I'm in. Yay.
Nice.
Did you get the achievement?
No.
Oh, because you. I thought you
Like,
were going to achieve it. Anyways,
No.
you see what I mean about how easy that last part can be, though? You know what I mean, Mikey?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like, a lot of people see that, all that stuff.
I just
and
see
go
all
like,
going on. I'm like, oh no, and I was trying to like cut left.
Really easy. You do like a diagonal run here and loop behind them, like the voodoo lady, and it's a super easy easy run.
Mama Bina sitting here like, I've seen this before.
Also, I'm always weirded out by the fact that she has like a blonde mustache. Like every time, I'm like, why?
I found another bug.
What?
So if you accidentally leave and try to come back, the portal's not there. Oh,
It will be. It'll return though, because that happened when I crashed, and then I came back out to like the
yeah,
street.
it
and went
doesn't
back in.
show. It's just the area is there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that you triggered the thing. Well, why
Yeah.
did you come back out?
Why not?
All right, so then you just run, jump off the. Yeah, there you go. This whole thing was really cool for Valentine's, I thought.
There was a lot of good stuff for Valentine's. Again, something we weren't really expecting, and all of a sudden it just like, oh yeah, by the way, new investigation mission, new perpetual boss, scaling boss.
Yeah, all kinds of cool shit. Not only that, technically, I would argue that technically this counts as new story.
It does count as new story.
Because it's kind of integral to the whole swarm deal.
Mm-hmm. Which South Africa didn't even really touch on too much.
Hmm. Not that it needed to, but Kalani misses this instance, farmed the shit out of it. Yeah, but Kalani actually played Secret World for a while. She was just farming the Valentine's thing.
Farming Isabella.
Mm-hmm. I literally was just in here earlier today, showing someone how to get this legend up here on the roof of Annapurna.
Oh yeah.
Basil and Jimmy's giving me crap for. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you had the weird ass gear set up. she changed it all out, and now healers are going to be relevant again.
I don't need anything to heal. Yeah, you do.
To be fair, that was in February.
True. True.
What are you doing over there?
What?
No, not
Me.
you, Mike. What the hell is Mike doing? Oh, you're getting up that way.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think I can get up this way.
Well, you could at least grab the legend that way, probably.
Probably. I don't even see the legend up there though.
Yeah, me neither. Which is weird because I'm pretty sure I don't have it.
How did you get up? Wait a minute.
What do you mean? You didn't see? Wait, really? This way. See how this fence bends outward?
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I just jumped on top of the little sign that they have over here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fence is the intended way. I'm just putting it out there. Only because it's bowed out. Like if it was straight, you would be underneath the awning and you can't jump on top of it, right? Like if you come over, where are you, Mikey?
I'm
Oh, you're up there.
I'm up here.
Yeah, come down here by the thing. If you just jump on top of the fence, like you can't get under the awning. Like it doesn't work. Right? But if you back up to here, it's bent. It's like bent out on purpose. And then you can jump up on top that way.
That is Annapurna basically having good customer service.
Note to self, never listen to Jimmy again.
I usually go over here where the sign is.
Kalani, but were you ever healing? Like, you were only DPSing anyway, so what does it matter? Yeah, that's what Ocho said, the sign. But what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure this is intended, if only because the fence is purposely bent outwards.
Like, this
It's
is the
not
way
like
they wanted you to get up.
Yeah, it's not like they did that on accident. You know what I mean?
That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, right? You were healing at the very beginning for like the first 4 months after launch. Well, it's been 3 years. So I think my decision at the time, or my advice at the time, you based your decision on, was solid advice. Because you played here for the first 4 months, and it's the 3-year anniversary before we even get rebalance stuff. Like, hey, all right, you guys want to try
So let's go try it out. Yeah.
group one?
Wait, you're not in our group.
There we go.
Yeah.
I have the
We do.
mission. Where'd Ember go? What is Ember? What are you reading?
I was just
Oh,
going
are you doing the phone part? You never turned in the phone thing.
You never finished the mission.
No, you're wrong. You will always be wrong. I mean, I don't think that's true.
And what about? I don't know about you, but when I'm cooking, I don't just put my head right over the boiling water.
You're just getting a nice steam bath. It really exfoliates the skin.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Opens up the pores, clears out the sinuses.
You know, degloves the face. Face just
Right in
melts off.
Use your finger to dig around in there. Lick your finger. Put it back.
All right, does everyone have the mission?
Yes.
No.
The friendly competition.
I just shared it. Do you get the share part? Remember?
Nope. Oh.
Wait, do you see the mission?
The mission should be right next to the portal.
What's part of the portal? Why are you staring at a rack? Like, what are you doing?
I don't see it.
Did you
Oh,
finish
you
the
don't even-
mission?
He did, but it's on cooldown for like a minute or something.
Oh.
So we might have to wait since he just now turned in his phone. Right? You turned in the phone.
Not yet.
No, you said you turned in the phone, right? Oh, you didn't? Go to settings. Go to settings and then either upload it to your faction or wipe the phone. You have to
Yeah,
pick.
that's a choice.
Don't worry, I'll be there to give you all my tips during Overwatch tomorrow. It's alright, I don't listen to those anyways.
There we go.
You're like, Mercy, never fly. Be a ground Mercy.
Now I see the portal.
Ground Mercy meta.
Alright, so now you also see the mission, right? You can pick up the portal mission.
Yeah, portal. Yep.
So
I
grab
don't know if
the
that's a thing.
mission.
I don't play Overwatch.
Well, Ground Mercy I thought was pretty funny, so you were spot on there. All right, so then we pick. What do you guys want to do? We should be able to do E17.
I go up to E16.
Well,
don't
you're
even see
aren't you
E17
in
on my
max gear?
I am. I don't know why it's not showing up then.
Wait, maybe you're not. In max.
No, maybe I'm not. I've got 1631.
Yeah, you didn't grab the stuff. Any of the stuff. Hold on, here. Look.
Of the blah 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 of.
Yeah, let's see. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. There you go.
Elite 12.
What? You're making that shit up. There's no way yours only goes to elite.
Look.
What did you do? Oh, you have no signets, right? Is that what it is? You never put signets?
No, I put in all my signets.
No, Ember.
Oh,
Hold on. Sorry. So you need 1, 2,
I was gonna say.
3,
Like, no, I'm good. Right, but they're all still 3 pip. That's what it is.
7, 8, 9. Why are you trading me 1 back?
Oh,
What are you doing?
I was trying to upgrade while I was. No, don't put that back.
Yep.
Get rid of that.
Take it out.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Sorry.
you aborted the trade altogether. Jesus.
I had to. It wasn't going away.
Oh wait, I think that did it abort or
Couldn't
go
put it up.
through? Because now I have a talisman one down there.
It aborted. We found another bug.
Hold on, I'm gonna trade you this talisman one just in case you're missing one.
Now I've got 8 talismans.
I'll help you with your siestas. I'll make sure you get lots of them. I'm here debating if this is 3 Musketeers or 3 Stooges.
3 Stooges. 100%. 3 Stooges. Yeah.
Yes.
Keep in mind, Ember and I basically
Here's the problem. Ember has no glyphs and no signets.
and
You have no glyphs either. The only glyphs he has are on his weapons, and they're not even like 4-pip. Holy crap.
Yes.
Also, why do you have a healing wrist piece?
They look cool.
Oh my god. Your gear makes me want to sharpen a pencil and stab it in my eye, and then take it out and stab it in the other one. Like, holy shit, man.
That's funny.
Wait, you have three talismans that have no effect. You have 3 basic talismans.
Not true.
You have
Has an
the
effect on you.
resplendent
Has an
pigment.
effect on you.
Touche. You have a head, neck, and finger that don't even have an effect. This is my point. I'm not being a bully. You have access to every single thing in the game. You could get any piece you want at any max level, and you went, you know what? Give me 3 vanilla talismans, please. With no extra effects whatsoever. Like, holy shit, man.
That's
Oh
easier
my
that
God.
way.
And
Who
you're
needs
doing-
the extra effect?
You
Yeah.
have a healing gadget. Why do you have a healing gadget?
That's what they gave me.
You have 3 healing talismans. You're our DPS. No wonder the rabbits were killing us. Holy shit.
I blame
Oh my-
healer.
What?
You should. Yes, you should.
Sorry, I missed that part. What did you say?
I
He
blame
said,
the
you
healer.
should blame the healer.
Well, at this point, I think it's more you than Mikey. I think you might have more healing gear. You might have more healing gear than the healer. Well, let me look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legitimately, you have more healing talismans than Mikey does. Mikey has the spectral essence neck piece. He's got the ring of the hollow tree. He's got the animal infused keepsake.
I added
He's
a
got
little
the
DPS in there, yeah.
charm of unfettered flesh. He literally he has 1 healing piece. It's the radiant bone time piece, which I think is the same piece you have. You have twice as many healing talismans as the healer does.
I didn't really think about it too much. I just went like, yeah, that's a good one. Throw that on. Yeah, that's a good one. Throw that on.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Scroll down to the red, pick 1 or 2.
I didn't make enough booze for this. All right, well, Mikey can only go in at E12, right?
No, I said E16.
No. So I'm sorry. Ember can only go in at
Yeah.
E12.
Ember can only go in an E12. Okay. Well, hold on.
Yes.
I crashed again, so I'm coming back in.
Oh, shit. Well, I clicked the button.
Well, I'll probably meet you in there.
I think everyone has to enter individually anyways.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure you pick the same difficulty. Because otherwise it does weird things, I think.
So E12, right? We're doing E12.
Yeah, E12.
Oh my god.
Did it crash again?
It did.
Oh.
You really need to roll back that driver.
My driver is ridiculous.
Ah! Whew, I almost walked backwards off the rock.
Yeah, that's a long drop.
Xbox One controllers and Bluetooth to the Windows machine is shit.
That's where you go direct line.
Well, no, I had a USB receiver. That works perfect. But the USB receiver, like, died. Just straight up stopped working. I don't know why. But when it was working, right, it worked perfect. Never dropped. But when you use the Bluetooth connection, like, randomly, it just sort of loses. And it's kind of like when... You know, like if your internet drops a bit in Secret World and your guy just keeps running forwards?
Yep.
That's predicting what's happening. That's the same shit happens with the Bluetooth on the controller.
Ooh,
Whatever the last thing you touched is, just characters just doing that. And I'm sitting here like smashing the controller like, no, stop.
It's like, but you just want me to keep going, right? You just want me to keep... No!
The number of times in the past like week where I'm in Dark Agartha and almost run off of a branch mid-fight because the controller like loses connection and my guy just goes doo 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 doo. It's crazy.
Dark Hearts Rising. Oh, Dark Hearts Rising. Like I said, I was visiting your stream last night. Did you end up finishing Lava Game?
Yeah, Mikey said you had issues with one of the later jumps. Or the second to last jump, I think.
Let me just fuse these glyphs real quick.
Wait, so you were doing with someone else and you finish at the same time? That's pretty cool. So did you fail on the jump?
So I couldn't remember which jump you actually failed on.
Was it the jump to the tires or literally the jump to the bus? Like one of the first times I ever did that in TSW, I failed at the jump to the bus. Like I pressed forward and jump and it didn't read the space bar and my guy just walked off the edge right next to the bus. The jump to the bus. Yeah, that one is so like when that one happens.
All right, Elite 12, right?
Yes, Elite 12.
Cool. All right, coming in.
Hopefully this works.
Here we go.
We got this.
I see you. I see you.
There we go.
Wait, do I have
all the healing?
Do I have
using the mouse wheel to move up and down is actually very handy.
Yeah. I think they were working on fixes in the beta as well, actually. Because there was some bug that we discovered, or actually it's been known about for a long time, but we actually were able to replicate it like live on video or whatever for Nerval, like with him in the chat. He's able to see what we were talking about. So, because there's like an issue where you can't scroll to someone if they're too close or something.
Oh, that's weird. So let me get right on top of Ember here.
Or it's like if I walk behind you, I don't know. I'm exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm now scrolling up and down and nothing is happening.
But now if I go like over here,
no, still nothing is happening. Oh wait, now I can now it just went to Ember.
Well, here you move away from Ember, or yeah.
Now it works just fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I stand on top of Ember and it stops. It's or it's intermittent.
Yeah, it does weird stuff. So they're aware of that now. That's one that's been reported for a long time on live, and I think they had problems replicating it, mostly because people had problems relaying the message, right? Like the bug reports were not.
Wait, I stand on you, and it's actually working just fine. I stand on Ember, and it now will not get off of Ember.
Is he above me in the list?
Below.
It's below. I mean, that could have something to do with it too. But you see what I'm saying, right? This is a weird bug to explain to someone in a report. What was that, Ember? What was that? What are you doing over there? You made there was some kind of.
He just likes me saying when I'm on top of Ember. He's making some reference.
Calling you a top.
So it's a very difficult bug to explain.
Yeah, but no, totally there.
And if it's not explained properly, they're not going to replicate it, right? They're going to go like, "What are you talking about? I can scroll up and down between people, no problem."
Yeah, but if I'm right here,
it's literally been a bug I think that's been in there since the first beta, like before Last of Us even launched. But it was just never accurately.
Which is weird because we have bosses where you have to stack or you have to do whatever, and if anything has you needing to stack on something, then you stack, but then you can't actually switch.
Yeah. To be fair though, you don't normally stack for very long, right? Like I'm thinking of like the lair boss, you stack for like 2 seconds or something, and then go to the left again, or everyone scatters like crazy people. We always did to the left, like the song. To the left, to the left. Stack to the left. Everyone remember that. That's how you do that lair boss in Scorched Desert. Stacking to the left. And anyone that tells you to the right is a goddamn heathen. So when you get frozen stacks, you want to make sure you stand in the fire so the fire gets rid of said frozen stack. Neither of you stood in that fire. I can tell because you have frozen feet. Just didn't listen to me. Stand in the fire. Stand in the fire.
Oh, that fire. I was waiting for like a fire circle to appear.
Well, the fire circle works better. Here's one. Yeah, this is the fire circle.
Yeah.
Get in this. Alright, now I can heal. There you go. The reason is like fire I can cleanse off you. The ice, if you get max stacks of the ice, it turns you into a block and kills you. Are there really bigs or is Jimmy breaking the game repeatedly? Yeah, they're bugged.
Oh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it?
No, I'm kind of not paying attention. Also, how many ice stacks do you have, Mikey?
Just 3.
Yeah, make sure you stand in the next fire thing. Yeah, stay in that.
Fire thing.
This circle. All right. Yeah. Again, because ice is what's going to kill you. The fire is not going to kill you.
Ember has so many healing things because he just doesn't trust me. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's probably fair.
I don't blame him.
Oh, I stood in way too much fire. Holy shit. I had like 6 stacks or something.
That was a lot of fire all at once.
Stand in all the fire all the time. So part of the reason this is taking so long, by the way, is it's scaled for like
a full group.
5 group of E12.
No. Well, I think it should be to the number of people. I'm pretty sure the scaling goes to the number of group members. But even so, you're healing, so you're not DPSing at all. And
right.
I don't know what Ember's doing. not sure I would call that DPS.
Hey, don't be jealous of the skill. Oh.
Ember's doing his own thing.
Hey, I'm healing.
All right, stand in the fire though, so you get your your back off you. You didn't stand in the fire.
I stood in the fire.
It's more like until your stacks are off. Okay, now you can stop. I have a cleanse in like 4 seconds. Fanny says I'm not sure if Ember knows what Ember's doing.
I haven't gotten. I mash all the buttons.
Now we're gonna have to run when she switches to the next phase. By the way, you guys are.
Yep.
Just make sure you're remembering that part.
Yep.
Well, we technically just fought her. All of us.
That's
did.
true. That's true. There we go.
Yeah.
This is why I bring the flicker gadget. Oh, that was close. That wasn't even close. Like you actually were not. Here, hold on. I'm gonna heal you some. You need to heal. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you get too many ice stacks.
Yeah. He
You
was
turned
iced.
a nice little dude.
Nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Can you see the fight? Should we restart it? Can you see it from the well?
I probably could. I can go to the camera.
Just want to make sure it's not like Penthouse, where the camera is conveniently placed. Oh, damn it!
I wasn't watching my ice stacks. Yeah, no, we can't say anything from up here.
Really?
I can see in the camera.
Yeah, Ember's watching me.
Oh, that's right. the, the action camera.
So right, guys, I got this. I got this.
Good.
You got it.
Good. I'm gonna go take a nap. Be right back.
I'm gonna do some shopping.
I'm shopping. I don't think you guys had brought a flicker gadget, did you?
No. No, I brought a cleanse gadget.
Why wouldn't
Yeah,
you need
it's super helpful. Did you just see me use it?
Yeah.
Like it was...
To get out of that. Oof.
Yeah, so when she reappears after she teleports away, you can just flicker away.
The weird thing about seeing the camera is that we can see you, we see your health, can't see hers.
Yeah, it's always been a bit annoying. Yeah, see that? That's
Yeah.
why you flicker. Because as soon as she appears, you're facing the other direction and you just flicker away. And then none of the shit hits you. The reason that that Ocho died is I just said two names of the same
You
person.
just said you said
The
both my
reason
names.
that
Yeah.
Ember died is he got hit by too much stuff. Like in addition to the normal stacks, he got those. Every time you get hit by the other stuff, you get a freezing stack.
Go Jimmy, go Jimmy, go, go.
I thought she was gonna pour it away there. She didn't. Now she did. Woohoo! I'm I'm on fire.
That rabbit's on fire.
That's pretty great.
Hey, Tomlinson, how are you doing? We are currently watching Jimmy pretty much solo.
I accidentally put them in the air. So if you jump when she's casting those things, they get put in the air. You might have a weekend free. Well, the open beta is what we're in right now, which is how we are experiencing.
We're experiencing the Valentine's Day content.
The Valentine's event. Oh God! Oh God! Super runaway.
This is the Isabella fight from the Valentine's Day event, which is currently up on the beta because Phase 2 beta is now open until August 3rd. If you wanted to jump in and help test out the rebalance changes coming to healers and tanks, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff, it's open. Open for anybody.
Yeah, and it's not just this. Like the Halloween stuff's going.
Right,
Christmas
Halloween
stuff's
event's going. Christmas event is going.
Can you fog and mirrors?
Valentine's Day event is going.
Yeah.
So if you want to experience the, if you've never done the story or if you've never seen the, that seasonal content, if you want to experience it out of season, you can. And also give them valuable data simultaneously.
What was the I've never part?
We're just saying, if you've never done it, you can. You could have Christmas in July.
That's right.
You can go farm icy claws.
Actually, I'm not sure you can do that part.
But I don't know if you could fight Isabella. I don't know. Who knows how selective the
I mean, wait, how do you get? I haven't seen Krampus though, like in the zones.
Oh,
The
okay.
champions are there, but I haven't seen like you would need Krampus up to be able to.
You would need Krampus hanging around just to get the portals.
Right, that's what I mean.
What percentage is she at now?
She has. What does she have? I don't know. She's got to be like 20% left or something.
Okay, all right. So because we can't tell from up here.
Yeah. Well, I'm in tank gear doing that thing, so Mahithis isn't bad, but this isn't a melee friendly fight to begin with, right?
Right.
It's doable, but it's not super friendly to it. Also, for the signature ability to work correctly, she needs to stay in the spot, and she likes to move around a bunch because it ticks. It's getting there though. She's slowly succumbing. else.
Too much fire.
Or-
Too much fire.
Yeah, it's fine. Look at that. Clean slate. Best offhand heal in the game.
Dang right.
Mostly because it scales on attack rating and not heal rating.
Yep. I'll say yeah. If you're DPS and you need a good heal, that's the one to get.
Yeah, I have a build that actually does all that. That's what I was using.
She's 100. What is her health? 137,000 or something. Which sounds like a lot, but she starts with 738.
Say well now you can maybe throw wings and
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh yeah.
because the
Wait,
wings the wings damage.
Wait, is that a million? She might have a million. Is it 7 million? Now she's at 1 million? I might have been reading the numbers wrong. There's no commas, god damn it. Yeah, I think she's at 1 million now, but she has like 7.3 when she starts. Well, I would get her down to like winging potential, and then we'll do that.
It's like you're saying that they raise the damage of the DPS of the wings. Wow.
Wait, she's dead. Why is she dead?
She's dead now.
What happened there?
What happened?
Hold on a sec.
What was she at? You said she was at 1.7?
Yeah.
And just decided just to throw in the towel, just to give up?
Shenanigans. Something happened there. Hold on, I'm looking at ACT. Oh god, it has it has to change the encounter stuff. It's set like way too high. Give me a sec.
So last thing on mine just reads like the last thing I did.
Right. So it was a 14-minute fight.
He literally gave up. That was literally what happened. They're just like, all right,
Like
you're in this
there's
for
an
15 minutes,
enrage
you
where
win.
it kills
You win.
itself? Is that what happens?
Instead of an enrage timer, there's just a you win timer.
You just have to get past that time.
Maybe. Masked woman. I don't even see a death.
She's up.
No, the fight just ended.
Oh, well, you know what? Actually, that's true because she doesn't. Oh, that's right. You don't kill her. She
No.
loses.
You get to a certain point, and yeah, she loses.
Oh
Yeah, that's what it was. I got her down to the health. Okay, that.
You got her down to 10,000 health or so, and
Well, I think it was just under 1 million, but what? Yeah. So okay, I should have winged her earlier. I guess technically. That's what threw me off, is I wasn't expecting her to leave right away. But I don't have any mods on my test client. It doesn't matter, I think, for the open beta so much, but like for closed beta stuff, they are like, hey, no mods.
right.
That's with the data.
Don't bring any mods into this. Yeah.
So my beta test client doesn't have any mods, which means like I don't have HP percentage or a bunch of other stuff. But that was fun.
Good job.
I don't know how fun it was for you guys. Sorry.
It's right, Drunk. GG. LOL. GG. Well done.
That was so weird though, because I don't know why I was in that headspace of like I have to kill her. I forgot like she doesn't actually die. She just leaves.
Well, because every other boss ever is pretty much,
Yeah. But it was funny that was like nearly a 15-minute fight. I don't think she has an enrage timer.
So anyway, as we said, now this open beta, this is the Rebalance Pass Phase 2, and it is going to be going on until August 3rd. So get in there if you want to help with the beta, help them get their data, or at least feel what it's like to run the E16, 17 content.
Yeah, if you just want to see what having full red gear and carving a path through Kingsmith feels like.
It's just absolutely demolishing everything. Yeah.
If you've just ever wanted to see what it's like to have access to anything you ever wanted, essentially gear-wise.
Solo pretty much all the dungeons at that point.
At least the E1s, yeah.
I'll say with E17 gear, you could solo the E1s pretty handily.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm wandering around Kingsmith right now, actually. I'm just checking to make sure that there's not Crampi lingering around. I don't think I checked. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall seeing them. I don't remember if we talked about them being on. I don't think they are.
I was like, if they're not, then you can't fight hell.
Right. But I don't remember if anyone talked about it, and I certainly didn't go just randomly running around the zone looking for shit before. So I don't know. Figured I'd just give a quick pass in Kingsmith and see if there's any Krampus. Oh, something that's kind of sad though. Krampus rockets are fixed.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, Krampus rockets are fixed. They will no longer skyrocket you into the stratosphere. I mean, understandable, right? It breaks or lets you break into and out of a ton of places that you shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
So I completely understand wanting to fix them. Oh, I hear the broadcast radio show.
But I said, yeah, because the Halloween event is running on the beta. The Valentine's Day event is running on the beta. And some Christmas thing.
Oh, we should go see if the portal's open.
Oh yeah, it's 12:05.
It should be.
I mean, we're not gonna kill the raid boss with 3 people.
With 3 people.
We can go see him and say hi. I know some people went in there and tested some stuff. There's I think Molov was in there with some people and they had like some frame drop issues or something. Yep, portal's open.
I'll teleport in. Once I dropped again. I'm just not having any luck.
Yeah, that sounds like a rollback necessity, honestly.
Yeah.
Is it because of the test build plus the drivers?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't recall anyone saying it acts any differently. It's just that, Secret World and NVIDIA
don't get along.
Every couple of versions, it's bad, right?
Yeah.
And it's fine again.
What'd you say? Which one was really good? 42531.
Yeah, that's like the old one. There's a little bit newer one that seemed pretty stable. Hold on, I can tell you what that one is.
I'm coming.
It was 436.15. That's like one of the newer ones that's pretty stable. But 42531 is like, that was like the cutoff driver, right? That was the very, like anything after that started being Crash City, but then randomly would be okay. And 42531 is the last driver with 3D vision, like supported. And Secret World supports 3D vision.
Yep.
Which is that weird like red-blue shit. So it kind of would make sense if like somehow, since they don't support it anymore, that maybe different drivers are using something they shouldn't.
What an idea. Throw on a pair of really old school, red blue 3D glasses.
Have you seen like I think Arrow put a screenshot of what it looks like, and it's like it's hard to look at without the glasses on, right? Like
Yeah.
you're like, that looks weird. Although now I kind of want to try it.
Like a Cracker Jack box, sort of red blue glasses.
What a Jack Pumpocalypse? How does he say that?
Oh, I actually need to target you, don't I?
Whoa! Oh my god!
Brand drop.
Oh, the
Holy
lag, the
shit.
lag. Oh, the
Right,
lag.
something is really, really wrong with this.
Yeah, it's,
Run away.
There's only 3 of us in here. There's no way that should be happening. Okay, it seems okay now.
Came back, yeah, but oof.
What the hell happened? Hold on. I'm curious. I'm gonna try something here in a second.
oh,
There it goes.
It's the
Happening again.
signature ability. It's my signature ability. Watch, as soon as my ability's done ticking, this is gonna go away.
Wow. That is good to know.
oh, it's still going. It's just,
No, I fell off the platform.
So your signature ability in a big boss fight actually
Yeah.
causes significant lag.
Oh, Mag, that thing was massive. Now, the question, I have another question. I'm gonna see if I can get out of combat. I want to see if it's any signature ability or just that one.
No, I just did mine and nothing.
You don't have a signature ability, do you? You don't have tank weapons.
Not a tank signature ability.
No, so not an elite, a signature. It's a new type of ability.
Oh.
So like, let me try this one. Do that. And where's my? That's fake. Okay, so this is the chaos signature. It might just be the hammer one. I don't know. We'll see. This is bug testing 101 stuff right here. All right, that seems fine, right?
That was okay. That was fine.
All right. Okay. So let me go. I need to go get out of combat again. Shit. Do I have a shotgun? I'm not sure I have a shotgun on me. Crap. Do either of you have shotguns on you?
I do not.
No? I think I might get deserter if I leave. I'm not sure.
You could clear deserter immediately, right?
Is there a thing for that?
There is. One of the items you get clears deserter and something else immediately.
Alright, I'm gonna try and pour it out. I'm gonna try and grab shotgun. I want to check that one's signature. Because this was reported before the FPS drop, but at the time, at least, from what I remember, Nervell thought it was just because like a bunch of people logged in, some other shit was going on. And,
We're just 3 people.
yeah, and no one else is on the test right now. Alright, so where's weapons? I just need any shotgun, it doesn't matter. Shotgun, okay. And shotgun.
I was like, we'll stay alive. I'm not gonna kill him, but we'll stay alive.
oh, we'll eventually kill him.
I mean, by eventually, we might mean like tomorrow.
Okay, I have the shotgun signature now. It might just be the hammer one, I don't know.
No, wait, no, I forgot about these signature abilities. What are,
I missed the window! It just closed!
Oh no! Okay, yeah, we just need to leave.
No, we can do this.
No, we can't.
No, well, you actually can't. What'll happen is In
I
like
mean, we
20 minutes,
can.
it'll boot you anyways. Like, you can't do it indefinitely.
We can survive. That is
So
a
what I'm saying
thing.
is the encounter doesn't last indefinitely.
Yeah.
It will boot you.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't think they have deserters, so they might have turned that off. But the portal's not open. I waited too long. And it like literally was just a minute. It literally just turned like 12:12. And the portal closes at 12. I missed it by that much. Alright, so I'll have to remember to test that next time. Because the shotgun one is a large AoE as well. I don't know if it works the same as the hammer one or not.
Ugh.
I have to wait another like hour to test
Hour.
the thing.
It's a good test though.
No, it is, and it's
Yeah.
actually that's really relevant information to give them when they come back. Like, hey, by the way, the hammer signature ability on Jack the Lantern literally drops everyone's frame rate in the instance to 0 until it's done ticking. That's clearly like
It's clearly the ability that's causing it. Yep.
yeah, it's a reproducible effect. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's an easy thing to replicate, right? That's like the perfect kind of bug because they're going to be able to track that down a little bit easier than other stuff.
But you said these signature abilities are new, right?
Mm-hmm. So if you look at your stuff, on Chaos, it's Twist Fate. Has the same name, but it's completely reworked, and it has a little tag. It says signature ability.
Oh, yeah.
Hammer, if you look at Hammer, what used to be Thick Skin has been renamed to Blazing Fury. There is no such thing as Thick Skin in the game anymore. Blazing Fury is a signature ability. Then for Shotgun, it is actually called Sonic Blast, which I think used to be Glutton for Punishment.
So yeah, it's not always the elite ability. It's always it's another
No, it's
ability.
not an elite ability. You still have
Yeah.
all your normal elites, but all the tank weapons have what's called a signature ability. And the thing about the signature ability, if you read them, is they say this signature ability scales with tanking stats and shares a cooldown with other signature abilities. So if you run 2 tanking weapons, you can't take double signature abilities, right? Because they'll share the same cooldown. Like if you went Hammer Chaos, you wouldn't slot Blazing Fury and Twist Fate because as soon as you use one, the other one's on cooldown as well. To prevent like exploiting them. But this is the one that scales with your tanking stats. So I knew someone that was trying to test doing Dark Agartha with tanking glyphs, right? Like a tank setup. And like the whole point of the part of the rebalance is as a tank, you should be able to go do solo content. And they were failing miserably. But that's because they didn't take the signature ability on their bar. So the thing is, what makes it work is, yeah, your normal, like, say your hammer, right? Your normal demolish and stuff is not going to do as much damage as a DPS as demolish. It's not. But if a DPS uses Blazing Fury, it's not going to do much damage. If someone with tank glyphs, like 3 defense, 2 evade glyphs, uses Blazing Fury, that shit is going to hit like a truck, like a mini wings, right? It's an AoE, and it's going to do a shit ton of damage based on your glyphs. So its whole purpose
scales with tanking stats and shares a cooldown with other signature abilities. Yeah.
And when it says stats, it doesn't mean the damage part, at least. It doesn't mean like your tank allocation. It means your tank glyph stats, right? So the more tank glyphs you have in your gear, the more damage that ability does.
Yep.
So if you are a tank and trying to run solo content and don't slot your signature ability, then yes, you're going to fail really badly, because a significant portion of your damage is going to come from the signature ability, simply because it amplifies its damage based on your tank glyphs.
Now, not every weapon will have one though.
Just the tanking weapons.
Right. Because I don't see, like Blade. Blade doesn't have one.
Yeah, it's not a tank weapon. I know.
Right. Hammer does.
TSW were like, "What do you mean Blade's not a tank weapon?" But it's not a tank weapon in SWL. It's hammer, chaos, and shotgun. Those are the 3 tank weapons. Are any of you TSW vets? I have a TSW question. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Twist Fate. Evading attacks and reaching 8 paradoxes reduce the remaining cooldown time. The signature ability scales with tanking stats and shares a cooldown with other signature abilities. Yep.
So for instance, I'm scaled to 90-10 and I have tank stuff. When I look at Twist Fate, it says it's going to deal like 6k damage to nearby enemies and 8k damage every second for 12 seconds.
This is a wall of text. Okay, Crondo.
So I'm going to go times 12. Yeah. So basically the Twist Fate signature ability is going to do like 100k damage.
Oof.
On a 30-second cooldown. Also, if you read it, it says evading tax and reaching 8 paradoxes reduce the remaining cooldown time. So basically, anytime you evade attack, its 30-second cooldown gets even shorter, which lets you spam it more, right? Same with if you reach 8 paradoxes, it's going to reduce its cooldown. So what this does is it lets your tank glyph, not only does your tank glyph scale its damage up, but the fact that you're going to be evading attacks is going to mean you can cast it more often.
So basically, when you're actually tanking, like tanking to tank, I guess it's not really much. Bring it. I mean, it will help with DPS.
Yeah. So the reason you bring this, so it's not going to do a ton of damage as an actual tank. When it says tank scales with tanking stats, it means with your glyphs.
Yeah.
But if you're anima allocated into tank, its damage isn't going to be hardly anything. The point of it is that it can pick up aggro. It's like an AoE. It's a giant AoE, right? All these ads now pay attention to me. For one. For two, the other part of it says it clears 65% of the damage currently delayed by Aegis of Parallelism. Now, if you don't know what Aegis of Parallelism is, that is a new thing to the rebalance for Chaos. It's innate to Chaos. It's nothing. It's not passive. It's not something you have to put. It's literally part of Chaos. Is that Chaos delays 20% of incoming damage over the next 6 seconds. Period. So as a Chaos tank, their incoming damage, 20% of it gets delayed over 6 seconds. You still will take it. But if you hit Twist Fate, 65% of that 20% just goes away. Right? So it's a much smaller hit now that's being delayed across 6 seconds. Whew. So back in the day, I was 100% PvP, did the 3 faction city thing with Guardians daily. If faction PvP was optimum choice. What were y'all's favorite Ox weapons way back? Go ahead. How do you feel about
How do you feel about Ox weapons not being in the current game?
I mean, some of them are just in a different fashion.
They're a little different, yeah. But you can still play around with the rocket launcher in a couple missions, mostly South Africa.
Yeah.
But
chainsaws in blue. It's chainsaws in.
Chainsaw was fun. Chainsaw was fun. I think my favorite was flamethrower. I like the flamethrower.
Yeah, flamethrower is not currently in any capacity. Is there anything besides chainsaw and rocket launcher?
Let's see. The other ones were what? The whip and the chaos gauntlet,
The Quantum Bracer.
the quantum bracer. That's what it was called. It pretty much was a chaos gauntlet.
Yeah,
I don't think that
of
one
the
is.
ox weapons, the chainsaw is technically in a mission in Blue Mountain, and the rocket launcher, which for some reason isn't in your list. The rocket launcher is in a couple of places. I will have to say I much prefer the rocket launcher in Legends. I really like that you have like its whole ability bar of abilities. If you recall, like an ox weapon, right? You can only slot one ability at a time.
One ability at a time, yeah.
So like rocket launcher was like 9 times out of 10, you just used it for rocket jump. I rarely actually used the damage abilities of rocket launcher. It was almost entirely used for mobility.
I think I primarily used flamethrower in scenarios just to grab aggro because they'd be running at you and you just wipe them with a flamethrower and they pulled everything to you, kept them off of the.
Well, I don't know if you recall like Darkness War Boss 6, like everyone brought flamethrower.
Yeah.
The ads stand up, everyone flamethrowers, they all die.
They all go down, yeah.
It's like the standard thing to do. Now we all just cast a flame manifestation. Same basic concept. They all burn. But I will say that I really actually much prefer the rocket launcher in Legends when you do get to use it, because I like the fact that like I can rocket jump, drunk missile, nuke, you know what I mean? Fire rockets, like I like that it's its own weapon with its own skill bar.
And during that mission, it does throw like whole packs of enemies at you.
Yeah, so I would say when they've implemented it in missions, I actually prefer them. I actually prefer them in Legends.
Because when they give them to you, they give them to you in full, but it's made it's basically for that mission's purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. I legitimately prefer that.
Just fun uses of weapons. Just to be like, here are your main weapons, but let's give you a new bar and play around with this new bar for this time period.
Yeah. I mean, they could do that fairly easily with any of them, if only because they don't have to balance them at that point.
Right.
You don't have to bring in a new weapon and balance it, or bring in like an ox thing and balance it against all the content. You could just be like, you know what, this mission you're using a flamethrower, right? And you just make that mission for that item. Or this mission you're using a whip. That like it's way less work on the back end to just let you go ham with some random whip abilities in a closed environment than to balance it out for the rest of the game.
Chrono says, when you use a movement ability, it launched you in the direction you were going instead of the direction you were facing. I feel like SWL is heavily I feel like these are two different thoughts. I feel like SWL is heavily PvE based and the PvP kind of got shafted. Thoughts?
When you use a movement ability, it launched in the direction you were going, the direction you were facing. Okay, so that is down to the fact that TSW was like the bizarre MMO weird interface that I effing hated. Whereas Legends is like a reticle combat, so you always are facing where you're attacking. Like in TSW, you could like literally tab target something, start attacking, turn completely around, look the opposite direction while your guy's hitting the other person,
and still keep attacking. Yeah,
and still keep attacking. And you can't do that in Legends because you actually have to face the thing you're attacking. Yeah, I actually much prefer that. I don't think.
What was that, Ember?
I said you have to have line of sight.
Yeah, you have to have line of sight. I don't.
Even if you were turned around.
PvP get shafted.
Well, okay, put it this way. I don't necessarily think it got shafted so much as PvP and MMOs became a little more irrelevant. Now, this is my overall feeling about PvP and MMOs as more online multiplayer MMO games started to come out. Like, started to see a lot more of the, like Overwatch. We're talking about Overwatch, or just battle royales in general, or like there became a lot more games, and so MMOs sort of MMOs were no longer the focus of PvP in games anymore.
But I think in Secret World's case, the biggest issue was, like Fu saying, was a technical nightmare.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, Fu saying was a technical nightmare. It was a FPS suck, right? Watch your FPS go to 0 while you fight a ton of people at once, because it was so large. It was so large, and it could have so many people in it, and the engine doesn't actually support that. One of the big changes that Legends did is like it took like world bosses out of the world, because fighting them in the world drags everyone's frames to crap. The engine's not designed for that. So they put those big bosses for the 40-man stuff in specific instances designed to handle it. So TSW was very like big brained, like big ideas. We're gonna change everything, no levels, all this stuff, and it was too much without like a good base system under it, right? They thought too big, and it sort of collapsed inward. And then that's really like not just like my take on it, but that's like the developers' take on it.
That's their take on it too.
Yeah. Said, we painted ourselves into a corner. We kind of screwed up here. We tried to do too much at once and try to be too different just for the sake of being different. They like Fu saying is an incredible concept. The engine doesn't support that. The engine does not support 40v40v40 in a giant space. It goes to shit. Anytime you had a good fight, it was a good fight at like 6 FPS.
Yeah.
Right? And like, how was that really a good fight?
Which is also when you saw when the giant bosses, they started introducing all the really giant bosses, and they were like, oh, people really enjoy these really giant bosses. This is awesome. But pretty much every time you fought one, it was same thing. It was a PowerPoint presentation.
Right. So now the PvP that exists in Legends, like if you go into Shambhala, right? Shambhala exists in Legends. It's not.
And Shambhala existed at the end of TSW as well.
So like when you play in Legends, the Shambhala is actually playable, right? Like it's like 10v10 in a smaller instance that's better suited engine wise to what the engine's capable of, and it works. Rosenbrawl is fucking amazing. By the way, Crondo, if you've never played Rosenbrawl, we have essentially a fight club in Legends now. You can pick light gloves, heavy gloves, or balanced gloves. They're boxing gloves, and it switches your ability bar, and each set of gloves has a slightly different set of skills. So what makes this really great is they're balanced against each other. So you're not balancing PvE weapons to PvP and vice versa. It's all something you only do in Rosenbrawl, and those little combos are all balanced against each other. Kind of like rock paper scissors.
It's a little like rock paper scissors, yeah.
Like the balanced ones, their defense heals, but you can like most people don't pay attention to the combos, but if you were to get into it, like all the abilities have the ability to combo off of each other. They just fairly recently did a rebalance of Rosenbrawl and like
of just Rosenbrawl, yeah.
Yeah, the heavy gloves now, if you defend and someone attacks you, they get knocked on their ass, and then like they get a debuff, and then if you punch them with your ability, you can stack another debuff. Like there's actually pretty complicated stuff going on there, but it's all internally balanced to itself. It doesn't affect the PvE game, doesn't affect anyone's gear or weapons, right? You just pick up boxing gloves, you go in. The other thing that's really cool is when someone dies, they respawn and can run right in. There's no like 10-second countdown. You literally can just keep going back in. It's this non-stop slugfest. And then NPCs show up randomly that are a little more powerful than the players and can drop special stuff. So you have incentive to gang up on the NPCs when they show up.
And there are certain missions in the game that you only get from fighting those bosses as well.
Yeah, there actually is like a weird, this is going to sound bizarre. One of the bosses that shows, one of the NPCs that shows up can drop a card that opens a hatch in a mission instance in Carpathian Fangs that lets you rescue cats. And there's like a mission to rescue cats from a collapsing interdimensional instance for no effing reason. Also, the NPCs are all based off of community members. Like
they're all based off of community members, yeah.
Different community members. But yeah, Rosenbrawl is really, really fun, and I think.
But it's also it's fun more than it is serious as well.
Yes, but I do think some PvP people have overlooked it, because if you actually stop to read the abilities, you would find out that, holy crap, if you pay attention to what you're doing, you can really knock the crap out of somebody. I just realized I followed Jimmy randomly while drunk. Oh, that's all right. I was probably randomly drunk while you followed.
Drunk right now.
I mean, I'm not drunk, but it takes more than a bit to go on.
We do. You can look below our below the video, and you'll be able to find our channels. I think we have them listed down there.
Yeah, I know you have panels.
Wait, do we?
Actually, no. You will have to go to about, and then you can see the panels.
We have other streamers, but not. You could just do a shout out.
No, we do. We down there in the host links. The host links. We have mine, yours.
Where? Why can't I see it?
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
You have to click on about.
You're right, I see it. Host links. Yeah.
It's the last section. It is.
So my chatty was covering it. So I scrolled down and it just said links. It had nothing.
Well, what can we say? We like supporting the community more than we like supporting ourselves. That's really.
Right. We're at the bottom. We need to update that list, actually.
We do. There are actually quite a few people on there that's like, do they still?
Well, not just that. There's a bunch of new people.
And a bunch of new people, right?
Right.
You could add Dark Heart Rising. They're starting to stream Secret World Legends.
Yep.
PJ's already on the list.
I think the End of the Brave, Xeon Pole, they tend to dual stream together pretty regularly right now. Uni streams Legends a bunch. Way Too Bad streams Legends a bunch.
Oh, so remember your Mixer link may not be good anymore.
Really?
Wah wah wah.
Well, what he means is, what he's trying to get at is, Mixer is no more.
What happens when I click on it? I'm afraid. Nope.
You won't see anything.
Nope. You go to a thank you, but we're done.
Wah, wah.
What?
Actually, I have to update it with my Facebook gaming link.
Did you actually go to Facebook Gaming?
Yeah. I'm actually getting more views over there than I did on Twitch.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
What are you streaming? Mostly.
Smite, sometimes Overwatch, Paladins.
Yeah, I heard that Overwatch does not have a big following on Facebook Gaming.
No.
But Smite, maybe Smite does.
It depends on what time of day you stream.
Well, yeah, I mean everything kind of depends. Yeah. I know that. I just remember there was this other podcast I was watching of Overwatch people, and they were talking about the whole Mixer shutting down, all that stuff, and they looked at a peak time on Facebook, and the top Overwatch streamer had I don't know 40 views or something.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, unless you're Catholian, then you're at 1,000 or 2,000.
But there also might not be a whole bunch of people over there right now too, and so anyone who's actually watching on it.
No, Facebook Gaming does have like an audience. They're just for different games. It is one of the things where like I think it vastly depends what you stream and how serious you are about it, what platform you go to. Because
I think because it's like what 1 or 2 billion viewers. It's also international instead. It's not North America and Canada. It's also like the Philippines, pretty much everywhere and around the world.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it really depends what you're doing. You know, certain styles of games just seem to have more popularity and on Facebook Gaming, and some have less. It's probably just the audience, like the audience that would be on Facebook watching, right? Like,
right. I mean, there's all times like on Facebook, like it'll like I'll scroll through an ad and it'll be like, oh, hey, you checked out this game recently on some other website. Hey, here's somebody streaming it right now.
I think Animal Planet or something like it's pretty big on Facebook Gaming, right? Or not Animal Planet, Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Animal
Right.
Crossing.
Crossing.
Another big one is Modern Warfare. There's a lot of people that stream Animal Planet.
Yes, Animal Planet, okay.
Look, I smashed together Animal Crossing and Little Big Planet, okay? Give me a break.
That's nice.
It's a crossover everyone wants anyways.
So just for fun, I pulled out a romantic cake. Wait, can I actually eat it?
You should be able
to. I
to.
can.
Why wouldn't
Before it wasn't letting me for some reason.
Oh, if you're in a combat stance, you can't. You might have had your weapons out.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, if you're in it doesn't matter if you're attacking. If you're in a combat stance, you don't really like your like even if you're like blood, right? You don't really have a weapon out per se, but your hands are bleeding. Like if you're in that combat stance, it won't let you interact with the cake. Southeast Asia on Facebook Gaming. There's also a big like it's not really Spanish, like Brazilian, I think, crowd on Facebook. Portuguese. Like
Brazil has a pretty big gaming scene in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's like massive streamers of that nationality on Facebook Gaming. Like, they have fucking huge numbers playing. I don't know what, but yeah, I remember like looking into it a little bit, and yeah, I don't really see what the shenanigans that I do like really working well on Facebook Gaming.
You probably be more on YouTube.
I like Twitch. I think Twitch suits me. I think YouTube would be more feasible than Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, it's
I also have a
YouTube. YouTube has more of a discoverability where you have better chances than on Twitch.
Keep in mind, I also just think it's you know, there are certainly pluses, there are certainly minuses to each one.
Yeah.
Like don't expect to
the Twitch is more like hardcore.
The cult.
That's like the hardcore gamer crowd though, right? Like YouTube discovery is shit for live. And now if you have a YouTube channel that you constantly put YouTube content on and then you just go live as well, that's a different story. Right? But that means you have to invest the work and the time into constantly putting out actual YouTube content as well as going live. If you don't have that base, YouTube live kind of sucks. Go try and find anybody doing anything live. It's nearly impossible. It's not like Twitch where you just go to Twitch and go like, who's streaming this game? Like it's really, really bad. It's one of their biggest problems. I like, okay, so like Overwatch League switched from Twitch to YouTube. They like had a big deal, right? So and like I watch Overwatch League with my kids on the weekend. It's like our sports. We root for the Philly team because we're in Pennsylvania, and yeah, sometimes like it can actually be hard, even when you know that it's playing at a certain time. You're like Overwatch League Live, and it's like doesn't want to give you the live stream. You're like, fuck you! I said the live stream, not this other video shit. Like their YouTube's live search is really fucking poor. But it does have obviously a massive viewing audience. Like
Oh yeah.
it's like I don't even know, like a billion more than Twitch has. Like it's an insane number of viewing audience. But if they can't find your shit, it doesn't really mean anything. Whereas Twitch is like more hardcore gamer centric. So if someone's searching for that game, right, they'll come find you. And they'll be able to find you because the way that they promote people that are doing live stuff and the way the game search works is actually really good on Twitch as far as live discovery.
Depends on which game.
Not really, like any game. Just the fact that you pick a game and see all the live streams. And there's lots of people, and I've been one of them, that oftentimes pick a game and just scroll to the bottom. You're like, I don't
That's what I do.
Top, right? Like you're like, who's got the load numbers? Let's go visit someone.
That's what I do, like almost exclusively. Like, yeah, someone has like 50 viewers or 60 viewers. I'm like, they're fine. I'll go find the person that has like 5 or 6 or somewhere down by the bottom.
Are any of you gambling men? I'll drop a sub to whoever wants to carry me through story Hellfall in one time. We can coin the bus and do a sub before I run.
That guy over there.
I was gonna say I'll just run you through Hellfall, and
I was gonna say it's just
for nothing.
Yeah,
like, I'll just run you through there. That'll take like 5 minutes or.
You don't need to bribe us.
I ran someone through Polaris and Darkness War, and London and Seoul, and we also visited Savage Coast and Kingsmith to get there. We basically were lore hunting. I was helping them lore hunt. So they were just following the right rabbit all over the place as I like led them around to where the legends were.
Oh, Dark Hearts Rising. Like I said, I was watching Dark Hearts Rising stream last night, and I was talking about how the lore is so important in this game. That yes. one of the giant draws of this game is the lore. Part of that suggestion is there is a mod for Secret World Legends called Lorehound. Get that mod.
Yeah.
Because it will point you. It is it's a mod. It's brilliantly written. It's called Lorehound.
Yep, Lorehound.
It is brilliantly written in such that whenever a lore just happens to be around you, it'll just point you to it and say, "Oh, by the way, that lore is right there."
And it's like X distance away.
And it's any
like
lore.
A marker.
It's any lore, and it's perpetually updated because the way they wrote it was that it's constantly searching for lore, I guess, even if it's lore they literally just put in.
Radius.
Yeah.
A certain radius. And it's like a mission marker, like it's like a yellow mission marker with the distance to it. So I mean, you have to be within a certain range for it to trigger, but yeah, it's super great. It's like a lore like radar.
Yeah. And especially if you want to like, because finding them is one thing, but when it's like right there and you're maybe facing a different direction, that can get annoying.
Well, also what's cool about it is once you pick up a lore, you never see it again, right? So sometimes it can be hard to show other people. But Lorehound has a checkbox where you can say, "Show me already collected lore," which meant I was able to, even though this other person that was streaming did not have Lorehound, I was able to be like, "What lore do you need?" "Oh, Templar number 7." I'm running around and it puts up a marker, Templar number 7. Like, even though the lore doesn't show for me because I already have it, the Lorehound mod still works and shows me where it should be. And I can go jump next to it and be like, "Hey, it's over here," and then they come over and see it and pick it up. So
so no, that's like almost and I'm one that like I like to discover things myself and whatnot, but no, I heavily suggest Lorehound. It is brilliant. You don't lose anything by installing that one. But was I also saying to you, Dark Hearts, as well, that because you were running Polaris, and I was saying how the Varangian
yes.
that you fight, the giant 2-clawed monster jumps in from the top.
The electric water.
Yeah, with all the electric water, that is the same. That is the guy that comes and helps you in Darkness War.
Yeah, he's the one at Boss 6 in Darkness War with the sword. He's got it's the same name. And if you read the lore, you find out that the Norsemen that left with the sword never made it home. Their boat sinks into the Red Sargassum Sea, which is where the Lady Margaret picked up the sword from and brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. Spoilers, by the way, the game is like since 2012, so
Yeah.
It's been out a while.
it's been out a while.
And that's
But-
the beginning zone too. But
yeah, it's the beginning area. But the point is, like, that's how integrated the story is into like everything in the game. Is like 2 different dungeons in the game have like the Norse guy with the sword, and then him completely morphed into some horrible drog creature because they never made it back. According to the lore, they sunk in the sea with the sword.
oh, you were asking me that last night. How did the Orochi get a cargo ship of monsters that crashed? Like, well,
Yeah, there's a lot of add-ons for the game actually.
Orochi deals in monsters.
Well, I don't-
Orochi and cargo ships and monsters is kind of like Tokyo has basically the.
did they have but did they have a cargo ship of monsters, or did they just essentially crash on Monster Island?
I thought they had a cargo ship of monsters, and that a lot of them got loose.
I mean, while that's possible, the Polaris Island shit, like, I don't know, man. I figured that was them coming in with the fog. Like, that's still an island off of Kingsmouth, right?
No, it is, yeah.
So I just assumed that that was part of the incident that happened, if that makes sense.
See, I just take the docks in Tokyo, which are also just shipping. I mean, there's literally shipping containers, and you open them up, and there's monsters inside.
Yeah, but those ones come from the Congo,
But those came from the Congo. It's true.
which is where we're going next. That's and you notice they're different, the fungal filth, because there's multiple dreamers with different strains of filth.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the Tokyo one is different than the Kingsmouth one. And because the Orochi are fucking insane, if you pay attention to the story in Solomon Island, you'll realize that Orochi purposely imported Titans, filth Titans from Tokyo into Kingsmouth on purpose to see what happened when you put 2 different filth strains next to each other.
Because why not?
Did the Orochi have ship full of monsters where the sword was found? Okay, the ship full of monsters theory was new to me. I don't think they had a ship full of monsters. I think their ship was attacked by monsters because the Drog came in with the fog following the sword.
So either way, the crash was really accidental. They didn't intend the crash to occur.
Well, yeah, the Orochi didn't intend to crash for sure.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like all the Drog, those are all Norse. It's like Drog in general is like a Norse thing. It's a Norse myth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all the Norse people, or at least the original ones, right? Like obviously they make more of them, but they came with the fog following the sword.
Following the sword. They came after the sword, yeah.
Yeah. So they just swept that direction, right? And so the Polaris Island would have got hit before Kingsmouth did. So yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean the line that tells you, by the way, that like, oh, by the way, the Norsemen sailed this way, and Loki didn't go with them. He went south instead because he knew they were never going to make it home and were going to drown in the sea. It's like a 2-sentence throwaway line, right? Like if you're not paying attention, you don't like put 2 and 2 together necessarily, right? And also it literally, I think, mentions like Loki, the trickster or whatever. I forget where that part's from, but it literally calls out, like, it either says Loki or the trickster god, one of the two. It might even been from It's either from the legend itself or from Hugin and Munin, but I think it's from the legend. Because Hugin and Munin talk about the Norse stuff too, right? Odin's birds. You remember that investigation mission?
Mm-hmm. I just thought it's like, oh wait, let me check out. Maybe TSWDB has it. I forgot TSWDB is currently down right now.
Yeah. But like, there's so much. This is another reason why I say replay as different factions, because there's some faction turn-in missions that have different pieces of intel, and I never remember which one it is, but there's one side mission in particular that is a throwaway side mission. Like, you would think it's not important at all, right? Most side missions don't have a ton of lore in their turn-in. Some of them just have the generic, like, thanks for your report.
Yeah, thank you.
There's one side mission in particular that, like, from a specific faction has, like, a fucking mic drop of a statement in there. You're like, wait, what? And it's, like, only for that faction. And it's, like, 2 sentences, but it changes how you view a whole other section of text. The game is crazy. What faction are y'all? My main character is a dragon, but I have 12 characters, and I have multiple characters in every faction. I have I mean, no main faction. Pick one. My main character is a dragon.
Heart.
Jimmy the Rabbit is a dragon, but I have multiple characters in every faction.
We've said this that we're all 3 different factions. That
yeah, wait, hold on. Let's see. I'm dragon. You are.
I'm
Lumi.
I'm Lumi. Yeah, I'm Illuminati.
And Ember's Templar.
Templar, yeah.
I even have the
in the right direction? I don't know.
I even currently right now have the origami soldier Illuminati pin right here.
Nice. Wait, do I have a dragon pin? I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I have what pins I have.
I would say I fished it out for. Oh no, that's kind of. Yeah.
I just have the.
They're really nice. It's really nice pins. Hey, girl.
I have the lore pins though. Still in the package. I haven't taken them out. I have the B, like, black and gold. I have the red hand one. That one's cool. Morning Light, Fear Nothing, Killing Machine, and Innsmouth.
Oh yeah, you got all those. I got the original package from Origami Soldier, so I've got the.
Oh wait, you know what? Wait, I can go one better.
Okay.
Better.
we all have.
Hold on.
Look at that. Look at that. Dragon dog tag.
You got the dog tags. Nice. Yeah, that's right.
Literally says on the back,
Kylani's got the
The
hoodie.
whole selection.
Initiate of the Dragon.
That's it. I've got the Origami Soldier, Damon Orisol on Twitter.
But it's Dragon. Yeah, it's Dragon. Dragon is the best.
Yeah, showing what Ember put up there too. Hey, when we see someone selling Secret World swag, we support that.
Oh, and also
Dragon. Oh, nice. Dragon is objectively the best faction.
and also bought the other one there too.
When it comes to Illuminati, I'm not even really a fan of the Illuminati as I am just as much a fan of Kirsten Geary, the character. I think she's amazing.
I think Dragon eventually get the best faction handler.
Oh, with
DK.
Oh yeah, no, he's amazing.
Like, I like. Look, Kirsten is amazing. I don't give a shit about the Templars, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
sorry, Ember.
No.
Whatever.
There's some good story in there. It's worth playing through as a faction, but I just don't feel vested in Sonic, right? I don't feel character-wise vested in Sonic.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Like, he's not as bad as Bongcha. Okay? I could give a shit about Bongcha. But the original Dragon Handler is like talking cardboard. I don't care.
But Damon Kyoto.
Sonic is better. Kirsten has chutzpah, right? But
Pearson's amazing.
DK is the cat's pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, DK is the shit.
Yes, if you haven't gone far enough into Tokyo to meet Damon Kyoto, he is incredible.
The writing for him, like, it's fucking amazing. Like, some of the mission turn-ins, man, holy shit. There's the one about, like, sitting down with you to dinner with your family and, like, forcing you to eat them or something. And, like, haha, just kidding. Like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, Diamond Kyoto is amazing.
You effed up your wings choice. How big is that going to affect you?
Not really.
Not really. Not a whole bunch.
It affects the color you get.
Yeah.
In TSW, it affected the effect of the ultimate. In Legends, it doesn't. The ultimate is the same. It's just a color difference. Yeah, it literally is just a color difference, and you can actually buy the other colors that won't have the same sparkle. Like, I guess your original choice has an additional sparkle to it, but you can actually buy the other wing colors. They just won't have the extra shine or something.
And a lot of people make that mistake. Like, the initial choice that you get is not necessarily that obvious.
Yeah, the effect is the same across the board. Like, the actual damage effect is the same. It's not different like it was in TSW. In TSW, it actually was different. What's interesting is in TSW, it was the same overall damage and the same overall healing. It was the order and the way it was applied that was different in TSW. Right? Like, that
wasn't one more healing and one more damage and one more.
They all did the same. It was the way and the order in which it was applied.
Yeah.
So, like, the tank did a burst heal and, like, a damage over time, right? The damage one did a burst damage and then, like, heal over time. And I think the middle one did a little, like, did a dot for both, right? The blue was kind of like a damage over time and a heal over time. Well, what was the order? It was the order, but it wasn't just the order. It was how it was applied. So, like, it was a difference of whether it was a burst amount or if it was an overtime amount. So it was not only was it the order it was done in, it was the length of time it took to hit. So in theory, all three colors in TSW eventually did the same effect. I think Krondo's saying exactly what I'm saying.
I think so too. Yeah.
Just delayed. But no, in Legends, it's the same no matter what.
But it's the same no matter what. Yeah. No, you didn't work anything. The only change is really cosmetic. And as we were saying, that with the
same shit I was saying.
As we were saying, with the change in the rebalance, part of that rebalance is actually going to be a massive damage boost to those wings.
Yeah, they're gonna just get better, like massively better. 400k damage better. There's some tasty wings.
To make the wings a lot more
impactful.
Yeah, very impactful.
It's supposed to be like an ultimate that you actually, use. And just go, yeah, fucker.
It's pretty much an I win button, but that's okay. So
I mean,
sometimes having an I win button is not bad.
We're here long enough for me to test this.
Yeah.
Haha.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm gonna go see if the FPS drops.
Okay. I crashed again, so I'm not coming back in.
That's all right. I know we need to wrap it up, but I just want to see if this causes FPS drops or not. I know the hammer one does.
The hammer does.
Secret World's awesome.
Is it more than anything else? It's just a brilliantly designed world. You know, from a game perspective, you can be like, all right, it's got this issue here, it's got that issue there, but just from the world perspective, it's just, you know, anything they put out, it's like crack. Just so, like I said, even when they were like, oh, we're gonna put in an investigation mission for Valentine's Day. And it ended up being like, wait a minute, no. This actually goes pretty deep if you actually really inspect it.
Where is my hammer? No. Shit. I'm just gonna have to die. I want to make sure that so the shotgun didn't do it either. It looks like it's just the hammer.
Just the hammer? Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, I need to like reset though because I somehow don't have my hammer equipped. Okay. Because I want to double check that when I'm by myself, right? When I'm by myself, it still does its
It still does the FPS drop.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not a good test, right? We need to be, what is the word? Thorough. Be thorough in our testing.
And even with us out there, without even us being there, there's nothing else that would cause that lag. It's just you.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, it also affects everybody else.
Oh, there it goes. It didn't do it at first, and then it did. It took a second, and now it's lagged. Oh, holy fuck! I thought it didn't work at first. I was like, aw, nope. Crondo, their links are at the bottom of the panel. Like if you on Twitch, if you scroll all the way down, there's like a host links.
Say Schrodembers is the same name. Mine is a little different. But thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. I think we could just end the stream here. Why not?
Yeah.
It's getting late.
Yeah. Gotta go
So
work
agents, this has been the 0 Point Report, strain 25-ERP. You can catch us recording live every other Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on the 0 Point Report Twitch channel, where you can also join us and chat with us while we do the show live, or download our show wherever podcasts are found so you can listen to us on the go. You can get in touch with us by engaging with us on Twitter at 0 Point Report, emailing us at the0pointreport@gmail.com, checking out previous shows on our YouTube channel, and joining us on our Discord server, both named the 0 Point Report. From all of us here at the 0 Point Report, we want to thank you for tuning in and wish you all the best from the secret world. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.